Hello, hello, testing, mic check, 1 2, 1 2 3. That would be great if this thing was working or not. Oh man, hopefully you guys can hear me loudly and clearly, so we can actually begin tonight's shenanigans for the night, ladies and gents. Because yeah, once again, one and all, welcome to another exciting edition of the PokePod World Podcast. I am your host, KG Prestige, and we are going to be having ourselves a damn fun one for tonight because we are going to be filled to the brim with a lot of things to talk about, from game releases, the newest episode of PN 2019 regarding the Masters A tournament, amongst many other silly shenanigans as well. So, we're going to have a fun time, sit back, relax, and do some random bullshit for the hour, as I also wait for Le Peeps to come on through as well for tonight. Of course, it's been a busy week as well, for me included. It was chaos, let's just say that much. But I'm very happy that everything went well. Hey there to Hyprov, hey there to Cosmic. How you guys all doing tonight? Let me just make sure that we are good to go, though. Hold up just a second. Otherwise, this thing, if it does not run properly, I'm going to be very, very mad. So let me go and check it out. A lot of funny things happened this past week. It's honestly kind of surprising to me. Only because of the fact that, what was it? The other day, I believe somebody released this Lucario VTuber model thing, and I actually got a chance to try that out, and it is honestly insane how well that person went out of their way to make that model function, bro. I'm surprised that was a free model to begin with. Just share to the public like that. That is absolutely remarkable. To those who don't know what I'm referring to, on Twitter.com, somebody there, I believe under the name of, if I can go and find them real quickly, I should say. Who was it? Monada Art, I think was the name of that. And aren't you using a rig Lucario? I mean, I can. There's nothing saying I cannot, buddy. First of all, it's all possible. I literally have everything loaded here to the side. There's nothing saying I can't do it. I have, however, been trying to figure out, and this is one of the things I wanted to try to do, because obviously I have my phone here with me to the side, which, if I recall correctly, the V face, whatever it's called, does function properly with the VTube Studio of the app on the iPhone. But I tried to do that, and that didn't happen well. It didn't seem to connect at all to the phone and to the device. But I could use my webcam, though, that is on my computer, to try it out. Although it's not exactly positioned properly in order for me to fully function that thing. So, oopsie on that. That's why I didn't use the Lucario model. I was trying to figure out how to make it work here on the application on the phone, given that it's a 13 Pro. Are we in the 13 or 14? Whatever the current iPhone is, that has like that really awesome Face ID that could have been functional to use for tonight. But alas, that didn't happen. So, that's why I didn't use the Lucario model. I could still pull it out right now and use it at this moment. There's nothing saying I can't. But yeah, without the without the Face ID from the phone itself, it just kind of feels a little weird. Why do I have an audio ad? I don't know, honestly. Twitch has been doing some weird stuff lately, so don't ask me on that part right there. Also, I saw Emmy in the chat. Was that Emmy there? Yeah, there you are, Emmy. Yeah, Annie Poke is back. If you recall, the reason why we do episodes at 9, only at 9, though, for Masters 8 related content, because there is a lot to discuss for that. And I know we tend to have a lot of people. So to alleviate all that, as well as try to get our discussions through to the public and everybody, we decided to make it a little bit earlier, just so that we can express everyone's opinions through, and also maybe cover some more topics that we necessarily could not cover at all during a regular 2-hour session. So yeah, that's the idea anyway. So yeah, you know what? In the meantime, because we are here right now, we got silly shenanigans. Also, we got to wait on our buddy Emmy. I'm not sure if she's going to join right now. She might be busy or whatnot, or the rest of the other homies as well, in that matter. But I could totally try to see if I could get this Lucario thing running. And then And then we can straight up use it for tonight's pod, just for the shits and giggles. We'll just have Lucario just slide onto the side, and Lucario will just randomly take the front and center for a bit. Like I said, I could straight up do it. I'm just a little bummed out that my phone did not want to work with my computer to actually use the Face ID from the app itself. But at least I have a functioning camera here. KG, did you check out Konosuba in Spanish? I did. I didn't get far enough to really give a full-on opinion. It's just Konosuba in Spanish is really what it is right now. So I know it gets crazy. I only just saw an episode, so bear with me on that one. But I will try to get my hands into more of it later down the road, though. Little bits, small beats and pieces of that one. So yeah, let's take a look. Hold on, let me open this up real quick. I want to show this to you guys as well, because I think this thing is absolutely remarkable. There is this application. For those who might not know, if you guys aren't like into that popular stuff with the VTuber shenanigans and whatnot, titled the VC Face, I think is what it's called. Yeah, VC Face, which literally is just drag a model and just bring it into the to the goddamn computer and just use that as your face and whatnot.
And nobody told me that we were starting like 45. That was going to start like 45 minutes early, an hour early. Thank you for not telling me.
No, I already mentioned it in the last session 2 weeks ago.
No.
Yeah, when I said that anytime a Masters 8 episode drops, we always start an hour early.
Well,
except the thing was that there was no episodes for like 3 weeks now. So
yes.
That's what happened.
But the biggest problem is you decided to do it when I had to go downtown. And you didn't even tell me in the chat, oh, by the way, we're going to be starting at 9 o'clock. No, you didn't even fucking tell me that.
No, because I wasn't sure on that aspect. Anyway, it was just still doing an hour thing early anyway. So whether you were able to come or not, I know everyone's busy with their time. I thought it'd be just a nice little bullshit hour for whoever can come on through at this hour anyway. But hey, how you doing, TSS? As well as hi, Emmy, as well.
So today is the 9th anniversary of Yokai Watch.
Hey. Is it?
Yes.
9 years? I thought it was longer than that.
9 years. 2013.
The hell? Really?
Yes.
Huh. Well, happy 9 years, Yokai. Hey. Yeah, you were a very popular thing back in the day, from what I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let me just turn this on. Let me turn this on as well, because Emmy's is needing to load too. So hold on a second. We're gonna just pop.
That was so funny. Cause like I'm just drawing.
By the way, for the review, I'm going last.
Okay.
I was just drawing.
There's a lot of things actually I want to talk about after everybody leaves.
Okay.
Or after everybody says their thing, because there's a specific thing I want to actually make a point of.
Okay. Well, don't worry. We got like about 3 hours till we get to that point anyway. Yeah, anyway, let's transition away real quick. Hold up a second.
Yeah, because I know Tyrone's going to take like six and a half hours. In this thing, so.
I wasn't referring to that, but that's also a possibility too.
Get that Jet Dash thing out of there. Get that sticker out of there.
What are you talking about, buddy? Okay,
right
there we go. I did nothing. I did nothing, buddy. I swear to God. You just saw it was an illusion. It was not there.
Okay, sure. Bruh, okay, this whole thing was so funny because I was just drawing and I was like, all right, so like I have to just like draw the sketch out and then afterwards I'm gonna rewatch the episode, make my notes, and then it'll be 10 o'clock. And then all of a sudden I get a notification from Twitch being like, KG Prestige is live, let's go, buddies. And I'm like, what?
Yeah.
and then I remembered and I'm like, oh yeah, there was an episode this week. Ah, damn it. And I'm like, runs.
Yeah, I know. It was a weird time. Honestly, it really was.
It's
just
fine,
because
though.
of the episode. Hold on. How do we light this up? There we go.
Blame journeys.
Yeah, that's how it is. Well, I mean, to be fair, the whole 2-week, 3-week gap was such a weird decision, bro.
It was fun.
That's such what a way to say it. Sure, it was fun, quote unquote.
Yeah, look, we have like a background now. That wouldn't have happened if the week break, like the
Honestly,
week break
yeah,
didn't happen.
this only happened because there was nothing to do that week, so
Exactly.
it just sort of came as a surprise for everyone. Honestly, myself
It's way
included.
too early. That's why he's not here.
Yeah, either that or he forgot that part as well. But we'll see what happens later, though. So let's begin then, shall we, tonight? Because we got quite a couple of things to go and discuss. And in the meantime, though, as I stated before, we are going to be having a little bit of silly shenanigans all the way through with some of the models as well. I mentioned a little while ago that I downloaded this funny Lucario VTuber 3D model that somebody
God.
went out of their way to make for free online, bro, which is in itself a very shocking thing. And it functions. I actually got it to work with my camera. Like I said, I wanted to use the VTube Studio to make it fully functional properly because you're supposed to connect it to like the IP and shit and whatnot. And I tried to do that, and then it didn't work on me. So, yeah, with that being said, it was unable for me to really, fully utilize that feature. I could still use it with the Elgato webcam, but I think for like the best authentic experience, you're supposed to use like your Face ID from your phone, like your iPhone, for example, which has that.
Yeah.
And now recolor it to pink using OBS. I mean, technically, you are right. I could do that. Oh man, but like I said, I ain't that much into the VTube scene. It's just a little funny thing that somebody made that I was like, bet, let me try it out. And so here we are tonight. We'll definitely try it out as we progress throughout the show. I wonder, the sisters ever meet in the podcast version? Like, will Joker and Emmy's story officially be canon?
Oh my god.
Well, first of all, we need to go and invite
Also,
Joker for
we have
this.
a person making his yearly appearance.
Hello.
Oh my
Yo,
god.
my God, bro! Am I gonna have to make a wait? Hold on, you have a model, don't you?
Do I?
Yeah, you have
Hi.
the one that Sergi made, wasn't it? Yeah, you made like a while
Oh
ago?
yeah. Do you have that? Or
Yeah,
do
it
you
should be in the
want me to-
resources
Oh my
tab. I
God.
think.
Sit
Okay.
next to Emmy.
There you
Next to
go.
Eddie.
Yeah, we'll get our fun guest for the week here.
Oh my god! I haven't spoken to this mic since the last time I spoke to you guys.
Jesus Christ!
Oh
we're-
my
I had to
Yeah,
actually
no.
plug it in just a minute ago. Yeah, it's been like a year. I don't know. Well, my schedule changed, so maybe I can make 2 appearances a year now. I don't know.
Holy shit! That's more than one.
That's more than one. You got it. Oh my god! You guys upgraded. What's
Oh
this
yeah,
background?
we are a show now, buddy. We are.
Yeah.
That's
You
what I'm
guys sitting on
saying.
couches.
Yeah, we got couches. It's comfy
Yeah.
from what I'm told. Grade A
Comfy.
shit going on here.
We got a Pikachu. We got a Zorua. We got a nice background. We got
because-
TVs.
Because we went to fucking Raymore and Flanagan, not fucking Bob's Furniture.
TSS got some cake over there, and
Yeah, you got that good-
what's,
good old-
what's Pikachu drinking?
He's drinking
Bubble tea.
bubble tea apparently.
Yeah.
Bubble tea. Okay.
Oh, here we go. I got it. Which one should I use? Actually, I got 2 versions
Yes.
of your character. I'll use this
Both
one.
of them.
No, the other one has an Absol. The Absol's going to
Oh, no.
destroy the
Nice.
couch.
Drinking an apple. Yes.
Don't worry. I'll figure this out in due time, buddy. But in the meantime, though, first of all, how have you been, man? How have you
I'm
been?
alive.
I
I'm here.
know that in itself is all shocking and amazing, bro.
I kind of watched the episode, but I kind of didn't. I
okay,
watched
same.
like 3/4 of it. I didn't know. Honestly, this whole time you guys have been doing this, I didn't know you guys took notes for the episodes. I was like, how do you guys?
No, I don't.
No. Some
You
of us
don't.
do.
Nope,
Some of
I
us
don't.
don't.
I
I'm
do
about to
because
say,
otherwise I can't remember things.
I personally can't go talking about something like this for you guys go on for a good amount of time talking about it.
Oh, what?
And
The
I
episode?
can't
No,
talk-
just an hour
Yeah,
at
yeah.
least.
Usually, I'm more like Zach, where he can talk for in like 2 minutes and then he's kind of done. He kind of
Yeah.
gets his points across, and I
Yeah.
kind of like that.
Yeah, of
so
course.
That's So I can't really do that thing where you guys do, where you guys talk about something for
An extended period of time. The only
Yeah,
reason why
I'm
we
just not
do that
gonna-
is only because of the fact that because we are a bigger group, we want to make sure
Yes,
we have
yeah.
more time for everybody to give their thoughts. Therefore, we extend
Right,
it to like
right.
an hour.
Yeah, I gotcha.
From what I
yeah,
remember,
it's just I want to actually take notes for something like this. I don't know. I feel like that might be easier to, just not
To
forget
do.
stuff a little bit too. Yeah, because it's like I'm like, this happened. Yeah, that was good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll forget like 99% of what they. But I'm like, oh yeah, that happened. Yeah, that was like last week. I don't remember that.
No, it's okay.
To be fair.
Especially since episodes come out every week, so it's kind of
Yeah.
hard to keep track of what's in each episode. Well,
Well, except for the
Yes.
2-week break that we had like a
Yeah.
while ago.
So how did
Okay.
the pod go since there was no episode?
Oh
I
no,
hadn't
as you
Great.
can see, we
Was
have
it?
this new layout right
Wonderful.
now. This is what we did during the week.
Is this what you did last week?
Yeah,
Fun.
so
We-
it was a lot of fun.
Talk show. Yes.
We did
Oh
a
my
talk
gosh.
show. We got this cool ass little iPad I have here next to me. Emmy and TSS are sitting nicely in the couch, and don't worry, you'll join us soon in a bit.
Okay.
But
Are you-
yeah,
were you guys
it's
at
just
Tokyo or something? Is
yeah,
that where it
totally. We are in the PokePod World's version of Japan, which could be anywhere,
is?
honestly.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We'll just call it the radio tower from Johto. How about that? We,
We're in the same building as Game Freak. We're in the Shibuya Tower.
hey, listen,
Oh,
I
yeah,
approve of that
makes
though.
sense.
Oh
You're
man!
next to,
Hey, look, I see another individual joining us as well. As
Kevin,
wait,
Oh,
what
I
did
have a bone to pick with you.
Oh
Wow.
no, she's about to fight. All right.
You don't want to get bubble tea with me.
Oh no, it's yeah that whole shenanigan. Okay, first of all, Missy, the thing about that situation was I didn't even know. Well, actually, to be fair, I didn't even know about the other ones either. But the point of the matter is, it was so horribly timed, even with the one that I got to see with Cosmic and John. I do want to see you, but like my timing is so off this week.
It's okay. We'll just do the PokePod a few blocks away from each other. It's fine with it. For one.
No, it's called get on the Shabbat Shalom motherfuckers train.
Is
What
that a
is
thing?
walk-
Get on
20
a
minutes.
plane and come to Canada. Yeah, that's what it's called.
Yeah,
I'm calling all y'all.
Hi, Emmy. Hi,
Oh,
everyone.
well, everyone's coming over here. Why are you not showing up, buddy?
Yeah, exactly.
I'll get back to you. I gotta
Because nobody wants to fly out of Toronto Pearson right now. That's
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh.
oh.
Is this thing supposed to be starting now? Like,
Yeah, we're already
Yes.
live right
So
now on
boring.
Twitch.tv.
Holly's getting a pay cut this week because she was late.
oh,
Oh no.
Yeah, sure, that's what it is.
sorry.
Yeah.
No, you're
I
fine,
was
buddy.
looking
That was
at
not
MIC
true.
and didn't see
Kidding.
Polly. Ironically enough, I could have, if I saw that they were together, I could have edged my way in if I wanted. But I did have a family party to go to that day in a different part of New York. So, but
No,
I think
that
it's
was
really-
pretty much what it was as well, because the thing was, I only learned about their whole meetup because I thought they were making a joke at first. And then they told me
Oh, yes,
that their joke was actually a real thing. And then that was the day prior to the meetup. So I learned more about it at like 11 at night after the
Oh.
stream was done with the episode reaction.
And I made a decision like at 2:00 in the morning.
Yeah, I was about to bring that up, and then you somehow also got involved in the mix too, because you learned about it not too long after I learned about it. In fact, on the same day.
Yeah, because I got a new call at like 1:00 in the morning, and I found out about it. It's like, okay, 70% I'm gonna come over there, and let's talk about this. Okay, on this program we make it very clear that we hate the fucking MTA. But
Yeah.
on that day, it happened. It's just so happens that the MTA actually fucking worked
Wow.
for once, because I got down there in 46 minutes. I got down there early. But now it's like, but then it was like, oh, KG messaged me. He's like, oh, Cosmic's bus like broke down on the freaking New Jersey Turnpike and it's gonna be an hour
Oh.
late. Like what?
Of the good old turnpike.
Because freaking Greyhound sucks ass.
Yeah.
See when the MTA the day that the MTA decides to work, everything else decides to break.
Wow.
Yeah.
Called balance.
Yeah, there was an imbalance because TSS was actually going swimmingly, and therefore everything just had to not work. And so what went down is that he got there. I got there first, I believe, and then TSS soon after.
I got
What
there
time
first. I
were
got
you
there?
there, buddy?
12:20.
Nice. I was already around there. No, actually, I wasn't at the bathroom area. I was in the other area. I was in the other side of the park, so I didn't know where the hell everybody was meeting up once I learned that, oh, Cosmic was not going to join us for another hour. And then John also had his issues, too, where he was taking the train perfectly fine, and then somewhere around the line he got a bad turn or something, and it just went in a completely opposite direction to
true.
where he.
Apparently what
No.
happened is he took the 2 train all the way the fuck up, and he didn't get off his stop.
Yeah, and so he
They had
had
to come all
to
the way
take
back.
the train all the way back here to 42nd Street to then meet us up there.
Yeah.
And
I mean-
then chaos ensued after that.
Well, the
That's what happened to
MTA,
me yesterday. Huh?
yeah, the MTA tends to suck on the weekends.
Yeah, because I was supposed to. The train I usually was supposed to take wasn't running, and I didn't know that it was running under a different name. So I had to walk 20 minutes,
Aw.
literally to where KG lives. Not trying to dox him, but I'm pretty sure I probably passed your house, all the way to the other side of town, just to take the different lettered MTA. But train.
Wow.
And then I found out that I could have just taken the other one that it was like substituted for.
Yeah,
that was
because
fun.
even for me, when I had to try to get back home, what happened was that apparently there was like a shuttle bus issue. So you had to take the shuttle bus for me to actually get home. But I was like, fuck that. I ain't taking no bus. I just walked home after that. Like a 10-block walk, but it was worth it.
What?
I ain't going to be in a crowd of people.
Yeah,
thank you.
How long did it take you to get home?
You
Oh my
have
God.
no okay. For the folks who have never tried it, subway shuttles are some of the worst shit that exists. Unless if you take a subway shuttle that is articulated buses. Because what ends up happening is you're gonna get crammed like no tomorrow.
Yes. And it is the worst.
Yeah, and you have to deal with the traffic. You know, the motherfuckers want to cut off the bus and everything.
Yeah,
So
going in the
basically, what you're
back of the bus, holding on to the bus, being cramped in a bus during a pandemic with your mask on in the heat. No, thank you, ma'am. I'm just
Yeah.
gonna take the walk. And this is during the time that I also had to shake as well, so I was scared for my goddamn life heading home because
He was shaking.
because if people don't know, I am lactose intolerant, I guess, and
Me
I
too.
drank a
Really?
very, very horrifying shake prior to heading home. The TSS will elaborate and probably also tell in detail because he probably had it the easiest out of everybody. And even though I say easiest, his was still brutal in terms of like the
God.
shake. Because Jesus Christ, that shake place was actually really good. We are going to
I wanna
make sure
know,
we
well,
bring you
can tell
guys
me
there.
Yeah.
Tell me what it's called in the chat.
Okay, well, you know what? I'll say it in the call as well so everybody can hear it too.
Hiroshima's trending.
Oh no,
Oh,
why?
no. What happened?
Let's see.
Yeah, so
That's my boy.
to briefly so before we got those shakes, however, we went to Hidechan Ramen on 53rd and 8th. And let me tell you, they had a special there because they were open in New York for about 29 years. So, they were selling a Miyazaki beef Wagyu A5 ramen for $29.
Miyazaki?
Yeah, Miyazaki beef.
Pokemon
Nice.
music not included, sadly. Oh, it's called
Aw.
Black Tap, by the way. The Cosmic wrote it down in the chat.
Oh, yes, I've heard.
I just
So-
find that really ironic. Okay,
So
no, fun.
A5 imported Japanese beef in a ramen.
Mm-hmm.
And let me
Oh.
tell you, and let me tell you, that was the best bowl of ramen I had in the States.
Ah,
Because first of all, it's their tonkotsu broth, you know, it's their your pork broth. But
Yes.
what happens is that they leave the juice of the beef gets infused into the broth. And let me tell you, that first sip I was like completely floored of the flavor. And you
He
know,
was
the people that
really
were there.
happy with that, bro.
Yeah, and then
Really
I
was.
told him about because KG had the same one. I
Yeah.
told him to take a sip out of that, and he knew what the fuck I was talking about.
The funny thing was like I wasn't going to okay, first of all, let's talk about that pricing. That thing costed $30 goddamn dollars. A bowl
Yeah.
of ramen costed $30. And in my head, I was thinking this better be Le creme, like this shit better
The
be
best.
the dopest thing I've ever eaten. And it was so good I couldn't even finish that bowl. And I had to like force that. Which hurt.
because it had 3 slices of A5 Japanese Wagyu Not the American Wagyu, not the fake
Japanese.
shit, the real shit.
And it was good. It was really good.
It was absolutely crazy because for the people who have never had A5 Wagyu before, A5 is like the highest quality beef that you can ever get in terms of like the fat content and the marbling. An A5 piece of meat, piece of beef, literally melts in your mouth in about 3 seconds. You don't even have to chew it.
Damn.
It really is crazy. That's the coolest thing about it. It's so good.
Okay, that the place is called Hidechan, but the thing is though, it was a special limited time because of Independence Day. So that was, like I said, that was the best bowl of ramen I had in the States.
How long was that supposed to last there, by the way?
I guess until they ran out of beef. I don't know, but since it was for Independence Day, it's already been like a week already, and they still have it. So I'm guessing it's still going on. But yeah, that was for my money, $30.
It was worth.
Hide-chan is Hide Chan, Chan, ramen.
Yeah,
and that is actually a chain from Fukuoka. The other chain being Ichiran, but Hide-chan ramen is originally from Fukuoka, and they opened up that location on 53rd Street in 29 years ago. So that would have been 1993. So for the 29th anniversary, they decided to do Miyazaki beef A5 Wagyu, go.
And go we did, bro. It was delicious.
Hell fucking no. Hell no. It's not. It is not. Instant ramen is not even real. Instant ramen you can't digest.
So what the hell goes into my body? It just warps out.
It just morbs out of your body.
Oh God.
That's it. But yes, but that's Hide-chan ramen.
It's good. It's good.
Hide-chan ramen on a good day is great, but that A5 Wagyu took it to the next level. And then, before that, before we met up with everybody too, we went to Kinokuniya.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, there were some very interesting products.
Oh my Lord! First of all, I am shocked that they have that. Like, something about the culture in that Kinokuniya store has changed drastically, and I appreciate it for the better, honestly, because it has converted to like a meme in itself inside that area, and I love it because of that. So to explain really what I mean by that is that the Kinokuniya store has went through a revamp inside the store. And inside said store, they have things like, for example, what they shifted, like at the second floor, I believe it's, what was it? The English books are now to the right side, whereas the Japanese books are to the left side. But the Japanese books aren't labeled like A to Z like they used to be.
No, no, because the Japanese books were never labeled A to Z. They were labeled by publisher.
Yeah, that's what it was. Publisher. Was it publisher in alphabetical order, though?
No.
Oh,
it was just publisher. Just publisher. And now what they've done is they pushed it back and they have organized it by genre now.
Yeah, so now it's like a seinen.
Like seinen. What's the other one?
Shonen.
Shonen, Joshi.
It's good stuff, though. It's good stuff.
Yes. I mean, to be fair, I mean they did it because they want to appeal to the Western audiences more, but it's all right.
Hey, listen, I appreciate the changes, especially what they did in the basement floor, bro. The basement floor has gotten through a nice revamp too. One of the coolest things they did there, honestly, that I love is is like the new merch they started placing down there. There's like a lot more Nintendo based merch from Japan. I actually went out of my way to buy a Yoshi hat that they started selling there. They had a Pikachu hat, they had a Yoshi hat, a Jigglypuff hat, a Slowpoke hat, to name a few down there.
Yeah.
And they are just these adorable little things, and I love them so much. So they had that. They had like a Kirby one as well, which I thought was also very hilarious because of the fact that Sakurai, for some reason, is like cut out, and he's promoting that particular thing alongside with something else as well in that section too. Xenoblade Chronicles 3, or Xenoblade 3 in Japan, also had a pretty cool thing going on there too, where if you bought the Nintendo magazine there, you got a full-size Xenoblade 3 poster with the cast, and I love that so much. I spent like $20 for that. It was worth, buddy. I'm going to have that proudly hanging in the side and anticipate my game's release.
Or you could just send it to me. That too.
I mean, I could buy a magazine and then send it to you like that. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I could do that. You know what? Next time I go to NYC, if they still have them available there, I'll get one for you.
All right, that works. Yeah.
Yeah. It's not that expensive too. It's like what, 15?
You can just give me yours too. You know.
Fuck no. Hell no, buddy. I worked hard for that. Well, I didn't even know that was a thing though. But I worked hard
for the money.
Oh man.
But yeah, so after we went to ramen, so we walked all the way down to 24th Street, and we went to the Barcade. Now, for the people who don't know, Barcade is a bunch of bar arcades that are owned by, well, same group of people. They originally was in Brooklyn, then they opened up a few in Manhattan, and they also have one in like Philly, I think.
I think Jersey City is.
And Jersey as well. And yeah, we also got a bagel. Yeah, we went to H&H Bagels in freaking Moynihan Train Hall in freaking Penn Station. I didn't even know they had fucking bagels in Penn Station. Actually, that's a lie, because there used to be a Zaro's bagel on the other side, on the Madison Square Garden side, but they closed that down. And now they have H&H Bagels, and I won't actually have one of those because I didn't have one because I had all that ramen. So we went to the Barcade, and let me tell you, that Barcade on 24th Street, they have things like the 4-player Ninja Turtles, original Ninja Turtles. They have a 6-player X-Men. They have a 4-station Daytona USA, and a stand-up Crazy Taxi.
That one to me is the shocker, honestly.
Yeah, the stand-up Crazy Taxi. I haven't even seen one of those. I've seen the one with the sit-down cab. But yeah. So, but also they made a change from the last time I was there. But then again, though, I was there last year, like 7 years ago. They no longer oh yeah, and they also have Bishibashi. The Bishibashi.
Oh, the Bishibashi was probably one of my favorites from that area, though.
Yeah, the Bishibashi. If anybody knows, there are the Japanese arcade games. The Bishibashi is basically like a bunch of mini games that you have to bash the buttons. You have to bash like 3 buttons.
Yeah, Cosmic called us during that point, and she was showing KG playing. She was like, "Look, guys."
Oh, was she streaming that or something?
No. She just popped in the call, and then she showed us. And I was like, "Oh my god, it's KG."
Yeah. And then we so I like owned people in freaking Daytona, because I know, because I'm like killing it at driving games.
Daytona.
Let's go away. But they also have a Discs of Tron, which that surprised the fuck out of me. And also they had one that was like that was like a hologram. But that Barcade, that was crazy. I would say that place is now worth getting. Worth going to, I should say. So yeah, it's really cool. You go down to 24th Street between, I believe, 5th and 6th, and have a fun time. Like we had a hell of a time. We played.
It was absolutely worth, though.
Yeah, I played Joust with KG, but the problem is it looks like the left joystick was a bit stuck.
Oh yeah.
I mean, come on. The Joust is 40 years old. It literally is. It's a game from 1982. So,
damn.
I'm feeling that they probably didn't refurb the joystick yet.
Oh, hold up a second. I think I finally got this model working, by the way. For the Lucario shit. So we're gonna have fun with that. Let me.
Also gotta have Nessa stand up again.
Yeah. Why is she here?
Yes.
I'm gonna just go hide over here real quick. I'll see you guys later. Hold on.
Okay. I stand all day anyway, so it's no big surprise for me.
Yeah, I do too. Please let me sit down. Thank you.
My KG.
Jeez, let me stand, damn it.
Imagine it actually the whole thing about standing is I remember back in the early '90s when you used to see like on WLIW the PBS station or WNET or something. They used to have a little thing from the Helena Rubinstein Foundation, and for the longest time, of course, when you're a 5 or 6 year old kid, you don't catch on all the words because the tagline is this program is sponsored by the Helena Rubinstein Foundation. Let's see, supporting outstanding children's television. I thought it said supporting standing children's television. What the fuck? What happens if you have to sit? What about the people who have to sit?
I'm sitting over here, damn it. Oh my
Yeah,
lord.
but that's what happens when you're 5 or 6 years old. You don't get all you don't get all of the words that are coming out of people's mouths and things.
Oh my
But I just
god, this
found that
looks so
funny.
funny. Oh shit, I love this. Hold on, let me put
I
this
feel
here real
bad.
quick.
Let Nessa sit.
You want to stand up,
I-
buddy?
I don't
I'm the
want
guest
to,
here.
but
Let
I will
her.
sit.
Let her. I'll stand.
No,
No,
I was
no,
like,
no,
you can
no.
sit, but he's like, he's a guest anyways.
I'll
I don't
stand.
care. I was like,
Let me
I
I'll stand then.
literally before I have to fucking
be back
stand
in
for
the
like 10
city.
hours a day.
Can we
so-
just get a bigger couch? Can we go to
No, if you want a bigger count and be away from the camera, be my guest if you like, but that's what's gonna happen. Either that or we're gonna have to move this camera way far back to where our models are super
Can we go to
cute.
Can we go to the furniture store?
Are you doing that podcast kind of like you did from last week?
Yeah, it's a TV show,
Yeah,
shenanigans.
what warrants this being 3 hours? Because that episode certainly. Well, we'll see.
Well, now see the reason why it warrants a third hour is because it gives us more chance to do bullshit talk, and then we get to the episode.
Oh, okay.
Now we don't
I
have
see.
to divide it up to 2 parts. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Also, let me go and bring the Lucario model here real quick. I want to see how he looks.
So you're gonna do the questions
Okay.
again today?
No,
Oh no, I'm not sure. Well, we'll see what
Yeah.
happens.
probably not because we have a lot of things. We actually have much more things to talk about.
Hey, look at that!
can't
There's the
even- I
mod.
can't even
Wow, he
talk.
sticks out like a sore thumb here in this thing.
There he is.
Yeah.
Oh my god! What the
Yeah,
hell
look at
is
that.
Oh, I
that?
hate
I hate this and I
What?
love
That
this.
is horrifying. Get that out of
Hey,
here.
look at
please.
me. John loves
That is
this.
so
Look at that.
weird. Oh my god.
Right,
What, you
we'll
never
summon
seen
John.
a 3D model Lucario before, Dean?
No, that's actually John. Yeah, we should
Yeah,
Oh my
we'll
God.
label him as John. How about that?
do that, please. Yeah.
No. You got to
Tag him on
get
Twitter.
what you got to do is you have to, since you have like live 2D, you should get the hello my name is and then just put John sticker on it.
Oh, man.
Yes, do it.
Yeah, so the thing about this one, though, is that I'm specifically using the VC face at this moment and not the VTuber side one that I could
Okay.
use. So, unfortunately, I cannot do that. This is so freaking weird.
Oh,
oh
we
my
have the
god.
same wavelength.
Yeah, like we got a 3D model of a character who's normally seen as 2D with 2D characters who are mainly 3D in real world. I hope. I can
you,
send you the
Tamar,
LeChonk
10 for
rig
the
I have it
follow.
for a future pod. Yeah, we're gonna have a LeChonk on top of our heads. Oh man,
Oh
one
my
of these
God.
days we'll get a Ruby model, guys, and then we'll just use that one for me. As for everyone else, I don't know what the hell's gonna happen with you guys, but you guys will be 2D.
know.
You'll
Yeah.
enjoy the 2D. Damn it! Look at the hair,
until,
bro.
until,
The hair
until I
sways.
until I could commission like Sergi or something to draw out the template so that I could use it for a 2D model.
Ugh, when he wiggles his head around, that's even creepier.
That's
I
the
don't
ears,
like
yeah,
that.
because that's the ear ringing.
Yeah.
It's like no,
Oh my
because
God.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
you know, speaking of model rigging, I don't know, but you see, there's another Twitch user named Twin Tails, and she's doing Mousie's Iron Mouse's new 2D rigging. I don't know if you ever seen that, but
No.
some of that shit looks amazing.
Wow.
Also, yes, Cosmic, I am indeed having the fun because I never really. I did play with the VTuber things before. I think they literally give you a circle with a smiley face once, and I used that once before. So that was as far as that goes.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it was a lot of fun though. Like this whole thing is super cool. I like the idea in itself. I'm not gonna use this all the time, if at all. Really, I just wanted to try it out just to see how this even works to begin with.
We shouldn't have said anything to JPR and like get him to come on the pod. And make that his
Yeah, and then
avatar
just put this
without
up.
him knowing.
Yeah, and then just
That'd be his
slap the
voice,
Lucario in when he's not looking.
Yeah.
That's true.
Next time
that'd be
we'll
great.
do this, and then we'll make sure Lucario's like preloaded in the background. Then
Yeah.
There you go.
there you go.
Then he'll start talking and John's mouth will pop out of him. It's like,
Yeah.
Yeah, redirect the voice out of his face.
Yeah, exactly. Then we'll give him the shock emote or whatever you want to give him.
When you use aura sphere, what happens?
Our show will break.
Okay, never mind. Don't.
Yeah, because we had to pay for this shit.
Yeah, exactly. There we go. See, look, we got the JPR thing just right there. Look at that, beautiful now.
Oh my god.
it's amazing.
I love this.
We should just tag him on Twitter.
What is happening?
Oh no!
John, get your ass in the call, bro, if you want to know the truth.
Oh, this is beautiful. Long enough.
That's
Perfect.
what happens when you don't join the people.
There he is.
Excuse me?
Hello, sir. How are you doing?
I was doing just fine until I saw what's on screen right now.
Well, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know. What is even the context?
Okay,
It's just
so
an
to
ordinary
explain.
Krabby Patty. Oh my goodness.
Okay, to explain, buddy. Stuff.
I'm listening.
Stop. You should just stop.
He's like, what?
No, it's you. Look.
Yeah, look,
You're
it's
hosting
you.
the pod
you
now.
yeah, you're hosting
Yeah.
the pod.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's you.
Hello, everybody. It's me, the host.
That's not what you say.
Yeah, what the hell?
JPRio. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
They probably-
exactly. There we
Oh
go.
no! Don't encourage them.
They're having fun with it too, buddy. Actually, you know what? Now that you're here, buddy, I'm going to take the liberty of trying to see if I can actually get your goddamn model in here.
Oh, fun.
Actually,
Yeah,
no,
bigger
you know what you
couch.
should do, John? If you have your model, can you post it in resources for me real quick? It'll be easier that way.
Sure. One
Yeah, and then we'll have you in the show as well. Wow, we got a whole cast of reunion going on right here with Dean and John.
I didn't even know you started at 9 o'clock. If I knew that, I would have been here earlier. But
Well, I mean, to be fair, not that many knew about it.
I
Yeah, I
came off. I got off the bus at like 9:02.
I had no idea. I
Me either.
didn't know we were live till like a few minutes ago.
Yeah.
I forgot until I saw the Twitch notification and I ran upstairs. I was like, all right, yeah, Antipoke happened this week. I forgot about that.
I was taking a long walk, because it was so nice out, and it's also so pretty outside too. So,
Yeah.
like the sunset was
Walking.
so pretty, so I was like, I took a picture of it because I was like, oh, it's so pretty.
Oh,
I
it's
love
so
it.
pretty. All right, so
Of course the camera.
let me go and get John's model in here now then. 'Cause, honestly, I love just the concept of just getting everybody's model in here and just everyone having a good old time. First of all, John, how have you been though, buddy? How has everything been for you?
I've been great. I've just been kind of working away, you know, the typical grind that everybody has to go through. But it's been pretty nice recently, I would say.
I'm glad to hear it. That's the most important thing, isn't it? That everything is
Oh, yeah.
sounding to be a-okay for the most part.
Yeah, everything is nice and chill right now.
So where is he gonna go?
Don't
There's no
worry,
room
we'll
for
figure
it.
that in due time. Once I
Okay,
get John's
okay.
thing and everything, we'll get it perfectly
Yeah.
running. In the
We had
meantime,
to push some
though,
of the old people off the
Crush
couch for
everybody
us.
on the
Yes.
couch.
Yeah.
I'm on the wrong podcast, says the chat. No, I don't have to be on that podcast till Thursday. It's all right. We're good.
yeah. See, technically he's the 9th member, so I mean he has special privileges to come in here and
Yeah, but
everything.
but you know what it is, KG. Our group actually knows how to count.
The funny thing is, I made that, and the one who forgot to count was me.
Oh, this beer is lovely.
Oh
Nice
man,
speed.
Yeah, where are you at on this little thing right here, KG?
what do you mean?
Where are you at? Where are you at? I don't see you.
I don't know what you're referring to.
Wait, are you Lucario?
Yeah, I'm the Lucario.
Oh,
John, would you
no.
like to be the Lucario? 'Cause you
Yeah,
can-
I could totally make you the Lucario.
okay.
No, actually, I don't even know how the hell I'm
Lucario's
supposed to
either,
make you a
that's
Lucario. I think you'll
You
be.
just can't handle good gym battles, B.
Uh-oh.
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 That's what.
Oh my god. I have to suffer watching that top 25 video that Zach made, and they put that garbage gym battle on there where Ash had to tie against Maylene. Ugh.
I hate that battle.
Excuse me, that
That ruined my
garbage gym
childhood.
battle was voiced by a very upstanding human.
I actually
Why,
like
why does that
one.
sound like Goldminer whenever he tries to talk about himself?
Oh my god.
He always says, very
You're not
dashing
wrong.
fellow. Oh my lord. Okay, hold on. I got John's model working. Everyone say yippee on that. Now I'm gonna just put him in the
Yeah.
background.
Yay!
John, don't feel bad though. There's a lot of battles in that top 25 list. I was like, I've seen better, but not my list.
There we go. We'll just have you here for some reason. We'll figure you out, buddy. We'll move you here. We'll put Nessa here to the
I'm just
side.
imagining him trying.
Walking over here.
I'm just
there we
trying
go.
to
Just
imagine
stopping
him
by.
like crushing like his Crocs, like as he's trying to like squeeze onto the couch, and his Crocs just stepping on everything.
Oh my god.
Yes. You know how hard it was just to get Zach to put the Discord overlay on there that lets people know who's speaking?
Really?
It was like pulling teeth. I was like, hey,
but that's generic shit. This is the real shit.
yeah, I know.
What's real about this? We have a bunch of 2D images and a 3D Lucario.
but they
shit
light
that was the default. That shit is the default one.
We have plushies. We have cake.
Me and
We have a
Nesta aren't even
couch.
on the couch. I mean, you think you'd
Yeah,
make room
well, I
for
mean,
the
to be
bed.
fair, we could shrink y'all if you want to be. Honey, I shrunk the Pokemon trainers and just have them little teeny tinies here. I could do that, but like, no,
Okay,
no,
fine,
no.
I'll run to the furniture store and I'll get another couch.
They'll shrink.
All right.
They'll shrink you faster than putting dry ice in a sauna.
Oh my god.
Hold on, let's fix this text. Not JPR. There we go. Now it's fixed. There we go.
Need some more seating. in your
So what
studio
happened when
here,
Tyrone
Matt.
comes in?
Oh yeah, I don't know what that.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what Tyrone's going to say in any of
You know
this.
what?
We don't have to
Tyrone
worry
will be
about.
outside. He'll just be like in the back.
Outside of outside, he's cleaning the windows and shit.
Yeah, in the windows.
Oh Lord, I'm sorry, Tyrone. We'll leave you out there to take care of them streets, bro. Oh
You
Lord.
can wash the windows.
Yeah.
He can lay on the couch sideways.
Where is
You
that
know?
man?
I don't know.
Tyrone. I was like,
Well, he doesn't
I
usually
have
show
a
up
feeling.
till-
I have a feeling he has no idea. He's probably thinking it starts at right now versus an hour earlier. So
Yeah.
Isn't he streaming as well, or did he finish streaming?
No, he's not. He's not streaming.
no.
Okay, he probably passed
I'll
out then.
tag him in the.
Nah,
Yeah,
let him be. He'll join us randomly then.
Tyrone used to be the guy who would like call my actual phone and be like, "John, the PokePod is on right now. Get in here."
What the fuck? He does?
Yeah, he would do that.
Wow.
Did
Wow.
he call your actual one when we were
wow.
in New York?
yeah, he calls me all the time. Well, not all the time.
Well,
that's an
that's funny.
exaggeration, but more than any other person I know from YouTube. So
Wow.
They're standing behind the couch. They're not
a
outside.
very select group of individuals has my actual phone number, and Tyrone is the only person who actually bothers to call.
Aw.
Aw, that's so wholesome.
It is
I
so
think.
wholesome. Thank you, Tyrone.
Hold on to that friendship forever.
Oh, there's a teeny tiny little KG that just popped up on the desk.
Oh.
Oh my god! Yes.
Baby
keep it.
KG.
As small as you can think of.
Why is Lucario just like wanting to eat him? Please. No. No.
That rabid Lucario.
down.
He's like, ooh,
Oh,
this is dinner
no.
for me. He's like, this is dinner. He's like, he wants to eat it. You get to like, he's there.
He
now.
doesn't have the arm.
Oh.
Where's he- Oh no, he ran
Oh.
away.
Come back.
He doesn't have that
We gotta
80
catch
cent
him.
thing that does the arm tracking.
Oh Lord.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't.
Ruby.
I mean, I could totally do it if I want to, but I think the VC is only just meant to simply be used for
Face.
just the face. Yeah,
Oh.
but I like the swaying hair, so I'm happy with that.
Wait, Ruby, tiny Ruby can sit on the table. There we go. Right?
Probably.
I don't
I don't know.
Yeah, there
Let me
you
try
go.
to fit
I don't know.
Ruby somewhere.
Oh
There you go.
God.
There you go.
Ornok says, KG, you're too egotistical with your editing methods.
I don't even do anything though.
Wholeheartedly
Bro,
Crazy
if I
wise.
could edit this well, I would be egotistical too.
Aw.
Nah, man. Nah, but sincerely though, you've been doing an incredible job with with your videos lately, though, John.
Hey, that's all Gold Miner. That's Gold
Oh
Miner.
no, listen, man. He
Yeah.
might be doing the editing, but you're the one who provides the source to begin with. You put the effort to put all the voice acting and
I
everything in that.
suppose so. I do include like a little like document of like notes to give to him when I want him to edit my videos, and I'll be like, "All right, at this point in the video, insert the SpongeBob joke." And he's like, "Got it, boss."
Oh shit! Hold on a second. We got a new challenger in terms of a plushie right now. What the hell is this? Oh lord. The Cosmic came out of nowhere with a surprise twist here. Here, let me show you guys exactly what it is. Hold on a second.
Does
What?
Gold Miner get paid? Yeah, he gets paid in exposure. I'm kidding. I actually pay him.
Oh lord.
I was about to say,
yeah.
you know, John out here doing, plantation.
Jesus
Oh god, the
Christ.
couch moved. Oh wait.
Yeah, don't
Get
worry,
back
we're
to
good.
work.
Oh, God.
It was a
Gold
lie. It was
miner.
an illusion. Look at this little tiny Growlithe plush to distract you from what the fuck just happened. Here.
Oh my god.
There's a girl. Oh, it's so cute.
Aw.
Adorable.
So cute.
Oh, it's like the Pikachu. Oh, never mind. It hates me. I take it back.
Yeah, no, it loves you. There you go. Now these two will be together. Huh?
Did Cosmic make these?
Yeah. Well, to be exact, Cosmic made the Pikachu, the Zorua, the Growlithe that we now have in the mix, and the Rowlet you see all the way to the left.
Oh, those are
Aw.
so good.
As for that Lucario plushie and the cake, those are completely different sources. I should probably
Good
get rid of
job,
them soon.
Cosmic. That's,
Did you
very nice.
Google them? Is that what those are?
Yeah, you ever heard of freeresourcestwitter.com, bro? It's a great place for this shit. That's where I got this cool ass bubble coffee, whatever that
Bubble
thing
tea.
is. Yeah, the bubble teas.
Ah, yes, exploiting the community for free artwork. My
Oh,
favorite
so the
pastime.
bubble tea that we're supposed to be getting.
Yeah, sure.
Hey, man.
I'll take it.
Alright, fly down from Toronto.
Oh my god. Demi, we're
Look,
serious, buddy.
Yeah, I mean, that means we gotta go to like Flushing.
You know, I just realized something.
What?
It's already 10. Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Wow,
Yeah.
that hour went by quick. Jesus Christ. I never knew talk shows go.
Add him to
Hey,
the
add
call.
him.
Maybe he'll just join.
I did add him, but he didn't answer, so.
Yeah, Tyrone's gonna pop in here and be like, "All right, we ready to start?"
I got some news for you, buddy. Also, all these
We were
amazing
playing
plushies
Pixelmon the other
obviously
day, and
sponsored
somebody
by
kept
Jet
using
Dash,
the
by the way.
soundboard to
Yes.
make it go, "Hello, everybody! Tyrone the Gun 3 here."
I did that once before.
Oh no!
Get that.
Sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll get it.
What
I
sticker?
have
don't
a
see the
feeling
sticker.
that's gonna happen.
Oh, Lord. Okay, just to explain, follow our Discord. You'll know more context if you follow our
you'll
Discord.
understand. Also, we do sell bubble tea for $40. Yep. That's a reasonable price. That's fine.
That's right. If you're not in the Discord, you are missing out right now. We got the
No,
Pixelmon
40
group,
shekels.
Yes.
It would be better. But
we got the community nights going. I mean, we
Yes.
got all kinds of stuff in there.
We
Oh,
got
man.
so many things.
I can't believe how much it's grown, really.
It's
I know. I'm so
incredible.
proud.
And we gotta give thanks to a lot of the new moderators and staff that we got lately who've been doing an
Yes.
incredible job that made it a thing.
When John made
everyone
me a
has
mod
just
and I
been
never
working
did
their tails
anything.
off in there.
They are incredible. Love every single one of y'all guys. And
I cried.
like that question that you got last time that made you cry, buddy.
I had to, I re-listened to that pod and then I heard that part and oh no.
What do y'all want? What the fuck do y'all want, huh? I have a very specific me getting ready for the pod thing, and y'all fucking it up.
What the heck is that?
you're an hour late.
Yes.
An hour late.
What is it? Is that a ritual?
We've
Like,
been
what do you
Wait,
do?
hold on. Why am I an hour late? The pod begins at 9 p.m. Central.
No.
No,
See,
it starts at
the
8
C
p.m.
turned
Central.
into an E.
Why the fuck would y'all do that?
Did you
It's
forget
because
the
of
announcement we made the
Annie
last time we did this 3 weeks ago?
No.
Yeah, we said it 3 weeks ago. Even Remy remembers it.
Why the fuck would
Except
y'all
she
do
Dude,
forgot
I
about
remembered
it.
when the when the
Except-
Twitch notification went live.
that?
Yeah,
You're
we
too
did.
late, Tyrone. There's no room left on the couch. You're gonna have to stand behind it like me and Nessa.
You and your
That's
Tyrone,
stand up
Tyrone,
anyway.
Tyrone, if it'll make you happy, though, I just got here like 15 minutes ago, so. I
I'll
didn't know.
stand, thank you.
Okay,
saying-
well, our
well,
viewers just
Join
joined,
her.
so I don't think a lot of our viewers knew either.
no, nobody knew.
Exactly.
Hey, G.
But hey, that makes it better. That means those who got here an hour early gets exclusive content, and those who missed out can watch our YouTube channel to see the
I
missing hour they
just see all
missed.
these
Subscribe.
fucking notifications telling me to get to the fucking Discord. I'm looking, I'm like, what the fuck do y'all want?
I know.
What if we just wanted to say hello?
Cosmic, I can't make it shine. I have a very specific ritual before the
skills.
pod, and they're fucking it up right now.
What do you do?
What do you
Yeah,
do?
what do
We
you
don't
do?
want to know.
I wouldn't even imagine what the fuck I literally.
You pray for good writing.
Actually, if
Yes.
you want what I do, I literally just watch bullshit videos on YouTube.
Wow.
What the hell are you transparent
basically-
for?
Oh my gosh, he's in the window. He's the reflection. Oh my god.
In the mirror.
I just imagine like there's like these people doing like threading my eyebrows and doing my like blush and
Oh my god.
just painting down.
Wait. Oh my gosh, you know the fade out meme? He can be that.
Yeah.
Oost.
Hey, I want to be transparent with y'all, and then just goes transparent, right?
It's Skulker. I'm going ghost.
Oh my god. But yeah, Tyrone, a lot of shit's going on. Let's just say that our crowd is so big, bro. We have no space to put anyone.
I guess I'm standing, but obviously I'm like I guess I'm kneeling.
You're kneeling in the. Actually, no, you know what? We'll fix you real quick. Hold up a second.
Damn, I never thought the pod would be the one series I'd be on my knees.
If you want, I can just be the Pikachu.
Yeah,
They finally got me, huh?
there you
The
go.
Oh no.
finally got me on my knees. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my god.
Let me just squeeze up in there.
Jesus Christ! Don't worry.
Oh,
We'll figure-
Tyrone, what are you doing down there?
Yeah, what the hell? We'll figure Tyrone's placement out later.
He's going to be playing Monica
Where's the hand
Lewinsky.
at?
No.
Oh my lordy.
Dean, did you just say where the hand at? Thank
Yeah,
you.
where's the hand at? Where's the hand at?
I'm glad my joke has lasted this long.
Dude, a lot of your jokes,
God.
especially on the... oh my god, I mean, I don't know.
Oh, yeah, my jokes transcend fucking time.
You know what I'm talking about with Tyrone specifically related content on the Discord community.
Oh yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't
Yeah,
know if
what
I want to talk about that.
Time.
Yeah. PG, explain.
No, I don't want to.
And then I'll hover and look at Discord servers, and I'll see my name get brought up way more times than it actually show up in the Discord servers.
Yeah.
And then I see some shit.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure every mention of Tyrone in our big server is just why is Tyrone not active? Where is Tyrone?
Yeah, it actually is, though, not
Let's
gonna lie.
read the questions here. It's like, where the fuck is he?
Excuse me, I show up to read manga sometimes with the group.
That's
Actually,
one
yes.
day out of
It's-
7 days,
That's
sir.
really-
But then when Tyrone will go, wait, hold on. I can attest to this because I've been there for that. Tyrone will come in, he'll read like a chapter, he'll do it so well that everyone's in awe, and then he'll be like, all right, guys, gotta go.
Doesn't elaborate, leaves.
The fucking pod.
I know. It's just so funny because it's just so well done. And we're just like, what?
Which, again, I told you I have a very specific ritual.
We should just watch YouTube videos. Why can't it just be join Manga Mondays at
I thought you'd be
8:30
working
p.m.
out.
Eastern Standard
Well,
Time?
you could do what I do and just
Discord.
watch like random like VTuber clips and actually
That's true.
and and it's funny like
That's so
VTuber.
sometimes I do work out.
Yeah, that's what I thought you'd be
Let's see.
doing.
VTuber
I just
clips
sit
have
down.
taught me very good things. Like for example, it taught me how to say the word "fuck" in Indonesian, and
Right.
and create and another great uses of English like Luna is very very Jesus.
TSS,
That's
how many words do you know in Indonesia?
Yes.
I want to know how many languages he can say the word fuck in.
I just want to know. I wanted
I know
TSS
too.
to say it.
I'm still not used to you using
I know.
that
I was like,
word.
whoa.
I wanted TSS to say a very low number, only so that when he goes to Indonesia, they're like, "Hi," and he's like, "Fuck."
That would be very on brand.
to be fair, I think I only know how to say 2 words.
How are you doing? Is this your first time in Indonesia?
One is the word "fuck" and one is the word "bowl."
Bullshit.
Bowl.
TSS, basically, if you were to teleport to Indonesia right now, and they'd be like, "Hi, how are you? Do you like the area you're in? How's the weather? Is this your first time in Indonesia?" And he'd just be like, "Fuck bowl." Can I TSS, can I tweet "fuck bowl" and just put your name next to it?
I don't need
Bowl.
that shit right now.
It'll just say it'll just be the pod out of context. That's literally all it is.
There's people like
Fuck bowl.
bowl.
Jesus Christ, bro.
Oh,
Oh,
and
no,
also-
be careful going online, by the way, chat. Just
We're
wanna
all
give-
online right now. Correct.
I mean, on Twitter.com, I guess I should say.
shit.
I'm safe.
You hear that, Emmy? Look it
Nobody's
up.
safe from
I
the
don't have
Scarlet.
Twitter.
Emmy, be away from it as soon as you can. But no,
Okay.
what I'm referring to is apparently there are some major Scarlet and Violet quote unquote leaks that might have happened.
I'm gonna go
no,
look.
this shit again.
Yeah,
Of
so it shows a lot, and I'm gonna close it before I actually look into
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
And,
my boy, the amazing
Naruto-
spoiler
Na-
man, aka Hybrid Hero, was alerting us earlier today, and he was like, "Hey, they look kind of legit. Look out!"
So speaking of manga, since we brought up manga, the 109th chapter of Nagatoro-san dropped today.
Nice.
And that also means, and also that meant that the Kyoto arc is over. The 109 starts a new arc.
Wow.
Well, I know season 2's coming, so I'm just gonna probably wait until then. But I'm looking forward
Yeah,
to
and,
it.
and that's probably and you know what? That is probably the time that they're going to stop then, because like I said, as I mentioned last week, the manga for Nagatoro-san for season 1 ended on midway through chapter 46. So if we do the math, that's about what 63 chapters. So I could imagine that could be a good ending point.
Neat.
Maybe.
Maybe.
But we'll see what happens.
Probably.
Maybe isn't. I don't know. We'll see.
Maybe isn't.
Hey, listen, I ain't good with this story. She ain't.
Problem maybes.
Solutions.
I
it ain't.
agree with more Nox86 in the chat. Why are we even going on Twitter? That hellhole of a website doesn't add anything to
Exactly.
my day.
It's just a nice. Hold on. Twitter is a nice glass of toxic that you need to
A
get
nice
your vitamin.
glass of toxic. Is that
Exactly.
what you call it?
That's what Twitter is. I'm sorry.
A nice glass.
You know how everybody takes their glass of orange juice every morning? This is your nice glass of toxic. It's Twitter.
It's like
That's the reason I don't tweet about Anapoke anymore.
yeah.
John, no. John, you're absolutely right. I'm not even disagreeing with you. Literally, I just looked on here, and I'm gonna tag you in a second. Somebody just did a charge move with Falco right as Mario like climbed up the fucking ledge, and he still got hit even though he was behind it. And somebody goes, "Why do we play this busted ass old game?" It was so fucking
now he knows how
funny.
Mewtwo mains feel when they get hit by the tail.
It's so fucking stupid. I love it. But that's exactly why you go on Twitter, is because it's so stupid.
I mean, you
Like,
occasionally see some.
I remember this one lady, unfortunately, this is gonna get dark, so pack up. This one lady, she had sexual activities with a lot of men, and she wound up dying because she fell at a subway railroad and got hit. So somebody put on the tweet, "Live by the train, die by the train," and I said, "What the fuck? What the fuck is this?
Oh,
What the
my
fuck? Twitter has no chill. What the fuck?
A nice
She
glass
just-
of toxic.
She
That's why I
just
don't drink.
died, yo.
Oh.
She
Yeah.
just died.
That is Twitter. Be like, ooh, person just died. All right, time to farm some interactions.
Can we get an F in the chat?
It'll be like-
it scares me.
Yeah, like it'll be like, "Rest in peace, this person who just died." They probably not even dead. They just clout chasing. And I'm like, they really fucking died. What? That was fucking Betty White. Why would you say that?
Because she
I
was
will say,
supposed
oh
to
my
be
God, Betty
100,
White,
damn
was
it.
so sad with her
Yeah, like,
last,
Twitter
her last
doesn't-
post was like, "I'm so looking forward to my 100th birthday" or something like that.
Yeah, that was her last post, bro.
Oh.
You didn't know this?
Yes,
Aw.
I remember.
Oh, God, it still stings like a motherfucker.
But Twitter doesn't give a fuck about your emotions.
I mean, I was honestly, when I saw that Betty White was trending, I was like, oh, it's just another fake out. People do this every month where they'll just make Betty White trend and be like, guys, Betty White's okay. We just wanted to get your blood pressure up. And then when it actually happened, it was like the boy who cried wolf. It was like, no, it didn't actually happen. What are you talking about?
No.
Spoilers, it actually happened.
I only use I use Twitter because I have Japanese content. Also, it announces like freaking concerts that I can't go to.
I only did it because I wanted to know when the Xenoblade Chronicles 3 Special Edition was actually going to be on sale, and then they didn't even tweet about it.
Also, Rika tweets out like if she's going to be on TV programs and stuff.
Would you believe me if I said it?
I'm sorry, guys.
What?
I know I spoke in Spanish, and I was like, Thought I muted my mic.
A word
no.
in Spanish.
Yeah. Well,
Would you
That's a
believe
great-
me if I said
great
it's
Elton
KG's
John
fault that
song.
I have a Twitter?
yes.
What?
Yeah, he's the
Yeah.
one that recommended I get a Twitter.
I remember that. I think.
Yeah, I remember
Okay.
that very fondly, and that was only because of the back in the day. You know what was different then, Tyrone?
What?
No, there wasn't this that we're in
yeah.
right now.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Everybody
Yeah,
back in the day, peace was actually a thing, guys.
Yeah.
But it wasn't
the
peaceful on
intention for
Twitter.
KG was
People on
good.
Twitter.
Yeah, the intention was good. KG was like, okay, if you're gonna be doing more YouTube stuff, then you want more people to see your YouTube stuff. So you should have a Twitter to like connect your social media platforms. And I'm like, fine, I'll make one. And then when I got the Twitter, everybody fucking followed me. It was fucking, I went from like 0 to 500 in an instant. It was so fucking weird. And then like, right after I did that, I had jumped further, and then years have passed, and now my takes are like getting me canceled and shit.
Quote unquote canceled.
Tyrone, it is
Yeah.
funny you say that because after that night in New York when I had like the whole peak fiction rant about
Oh no.
I was fully expecting afterward, I was like, uh-oh, that was maybe a little bit too far. Maybe I'm going to get canceled. And then my phone keeps buzzing because more people are following me on Twitter. And I'm like, stop!
No.
Go away! If you like Anapoke, stop following me!
Bro,
You're welcome.
John, I had 1,400 followers at the time before I started making my like hot take tweets. And when I start making the ones that people got mad at, I jumped to 1,600. I think people like when you say bullshit.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
like people
shit.
will be like, I disagree with your tweet, and then they'll follow you. And it's like,
What the fuck?
Yeah,
what are you doing?
because they want someone to fight with, so they're like, "Ooh,
Yeah,
that-
I
like,
know,
like, this
it's
guy,
so
this guy
dumb.
has like exact polar opposite opinions than me.
I
So
already
I'm
had
gonna
to
follow them, so I'm
unfollow
gonna give them
everybody who
hell."
tweets about Anapoke because like they just wake up in the morning and they'd be like, you know what, this writing decision in this 14-year-old episode was really bad. It'll be like this filler episode from AG, and I'm like, who cares? Why are you tweeting about this?
I feel attacked because I tweet
Okay,
about a lot of
breaking
mindless-
news.
Yeah.
¿Qué pasó,
Sana
buddy?
is graduating.
Oh yeah, that was
Yeah.
announced like a few hours ago.
Yeah, that's a few
Nice.
hours ago. Yeah.
What?
Yes. breaking
Nice.
news.
No, that's not good.
Well, that's
Yeah.
because it's on the trending. That's why.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay.
Who?
Yeah, so just to
Sana,
clarify, a VTuber, I think from Hololive VN, has graduated, and I believe they didn't give any specific reasonings as to why, but I think a lot of people are speculating it's because of a certain incident that happened a while back with her.
Well,
And-
she's also an artist outside of it, so she's also
Yeah.
really busy.
Yeah, she's
so
just
she
been
doesn't-
busy with
yeah.
her work life, and with that
No, it's just-
injury
it's like-
too, that might have not helped.
It's a lot of different things, I'd say.
John, I
probably.
feel like you've answered this question already, but I'm gonna ask it again. Your hatred for Lucario is it from Pokken, Smash, or just in general? Just Pokemon? You just hate
All
the
of
fucking
the
Pokemon.
above.
All right, cool. All right. Well, no, because John, your legacy carried out through most of the Pokemon games that we did commentaries on. Because you said fuck Lucario one time, and ever since then, every time we say a word we can't say on YouTube, I have to put the Lucario like sound effect on it.
I think it's
doing it
because
for-
it's too popular, right? Is
Yeah,
that why
we've
you
been
don't
doing
like
it for well over like 7 years. And then I
It's
Probably
like it's
because
everywhere.
of the
That is
Maylene
one heck
battle.
of a legacy right there.
yeah, like the joke is like the joke has shown up way more times than you have in the commentaries. And I remember the first time you showed up in one of the Pokemon commentaries was in Pokemon Blue, and you just was like, "I just came here to tell everybody that Pokemon tournament is dick." That's his first
Yeah.
line in Pokemon Blue. That's his first fucking line.
Hey guys, just here to talk about Pokemon Tournament, not here for Pokemon Blue whatsoever.
I don't even know what the fuck happened in Pokemon Tournament. This is when we were still playing it, so obviously it was a long fucking time ago. But this was back when we were still playing it. And yeah, there was some things in that game that were like bullshit, but I wasn't as competitive as like John was. John,
And these Lucario mains be mashing the X button and getting like 500 damage combos. I'm like, deal with that.
Wow.
Oh my god.
oh my
Team
God.
battle.
And obviously don't tell anybody you
Maybe they
don't
made it
like a
worse.
Pokemon on social media, because the moment you do,
Well,
people
especially
spam it.
Lucario. I mean, every time I tweet about it, I get like Aura Storm 5000 in my replies, being like, "How dare you? Oh, I'm 12 years old and Lucario's my favorite Pokemon."
Well, first of all, they're not even supposed to be there because it's supposed to be 13 up.
I like how
We
they-
don't
There you
we
go.
don't
Talk to him,
expose
PSN.
people.
I like how they announce their age. I'm 12 years
12
old.
years
and
old.
Fuck you.
Oh my lordy.
Can we get it, Polly? Can we get another out of context pod? I'm 12 years old. Fuck you.
Yeah, sure.
No, we got to go back. We got to go back to that video. You got to go back to that video from AMV Hell 3. If you're 12 years old and high on marijuana, don't ride your bike.
What?
No, that's from the AMV.
Words to live by right there.
I was actually curious. Should we add an out of context PokePod channel to the Discord? Would that gain more traction?
I think
no. I think that's the Twitch clips, though, isn't it?
Well,
Twitch clips, yeah. We have Twitch clips.
When you aim for it too much, then it becomes too obvious. Like, it has to literally be out of
I bet your
context.
clips would get a lot of views.
The clips would get a lot of
The
views.
clips
Yeah,
are doing great.
Yeah, put the clips on YouTube. People love clips.
I
Yeah.
know. Everybody
I need
make
to
a
start
Twitch
putting
clip right now. I'm 12 and
I know.
high. What?
Yeah.
What the fuck kind of title is that? I'm 12 and high. And how to
Donnie's
count
on
this.
it.
Johnny.
Yeah, Donnie's
I'm
always
playing
on it.
Legends Arceus. I don't feel
Oh,
like
right.
it.
I just realized something. I completely forgot to do the thing I was supposed to do with this Lucario model.
What?
Mega
But JP
Mega
already
Evolve
voiced
it?
it?
Yeah, obviously. Hold on. Let me Mega Evolve real quick.
Are you Oh, hell no.
Oh,
no.
No. It's
Mega
not that. I think
Lucario.
you guys mentioned that you were supposed to make me pink or something to match Ruby.
What?
Tiny?
Ah,
Oh.
got it.
No,
Yeah.
shiny Lucario is yellow.
There we go.
All right.
Ugh, I hate it.
Whoa.
Worse.
Oh,
Woo,
God,
I'm neon color Ruby.
I hate it.
God.
No.
No, I don't like that.
Oh, God.
I don't like it either.
Let's go. RGB.
RGB.
No.
Hey, guys. RGB Lucario has gotten way more development than Ashes.
That's
That
true.
is true. You're
unfortunately.
not wrong.
sadly but true.
It had more build up.
Oh man, what's the color
I miss
Ruby?
milk.
That's not even that looks closer to
No, you
Why
kinda
does it feel like Lucario is just solely getting a bad sunburn? That's all.
Yeah.
That's true.
Listen, guys, I want to be transparent with y'all.
Transparent.
Yeah.
He's got more than a sunburn. He's got nuclear radiation going on.
Oh
right
man.
It's
Oh,
Clean me up,
no.
Snotty.
He's gone. Oh, he's
What's
back.
up, Detroit? We are transparent Lucario, ready to rock.
Never forget your mom's spaghetti.
Jesus Christ.
Good.
Oh man. Look, I'm the Rainbow Cario. Salty emails already being used.
Oh,
now. You are
Cario.
having way too much fun with this right now.
Yeah, honestly, I am. But hey, I mean, like that makes this session unique, right? I ain't gonna use this
Yeah.
ever again. But let me
If
have
there's
fun
no
with it. Well,
podcast like this one, I will give you that.
thank you.
Yay!
To be fair, we only
Guys, we
just
have
started
plenty
this
of
last
PokePod.
week, so it only took us 150 sessions to finally make it a talk show. So that's great. Where did that little Ruby come from near TSS? Well, he's always been there.
Yeah, who's there?
Yeah, look, isn't he cute down there?
Yeah, look
my,
at
eating my cake and shit.
Yeah, I made it.
Question: why do you have a Lucario? What the model? I think I mentioned this before. Somebody went out of their way to make a VTuber model for free, and just said, "Okay, we're just gonna share it to the public." And I said,
Nice.
"Okay, let me use it."
And it happened to be a Lucario.
And actually, the coolest thing about it is I can go out of my way to actually edit this Lucario to include like Sir Aaron's hat or like give it some additional different color variations and all that.
You could be like zooted Iron Mouse and put glasses, the big ass sunglasses.
Probably.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I could go out of my way to do all these extra things. But hey, I just wanted to play around with this for a bit. So I'm not going to go out of my way to do all that if I'm only going to use it once.
Yeah.
You know. But just the Lucario in itself is just incredible as is. So, hey, one day we'll get a Ruby.
It's just
I think I'll make a Ruby
Lucario.
2D before making it 3D though.
Ruby Tuesday.
Ruby Tuesday.
Yeah.
No, wait, we ain't stealing Richie's Tuesday though.
Oh, Richie's Tuesday.
Ron
Yeah.
Kelly was
I
friendly.
think we actually have us Ruby Tuesday still here.
Do we?
I know. I checked. I thought I saw one. I gotta check again.
Ah.
Wait, that's real?
Yeah,
Yeah,
a
yeah.
restaurant.
Yeah,
Ruby
Ruby
Tuesdays
Tuesday.
is a restaurant.
Yeah, Canada.
Oh, Canada.
Yeah,
To be
well,
fair,
well,
I
well,
didn't
then
know
it-
either, so.
Well, to be fair, you know, Canada
thinking
they have
the
they have a chain of poutine places called New York Fries, even though it's
Yeah,
not New
which
York.
makes absolutely no sense.
because
It really doesn't.
if that shit was in New York, I'd be like 20 pounds heavier.
So,
Yeah.
Sorry, Emmy. I dissed the fuck out of Canada and Terrell stream a couple of days
Why?
ago.
What'd you
Well,
say?
Well, because I was always like, I was talking about in the context. Everybody's like, I hate this country. I hate this country. I was like, People say they hate the country and want to leave so fucking badly, but you do realize other countries have like shit, like bad stuff in them too.
Okay.
And then I said, yeah, Canada's got free healthcare. You want to know why? Because their healthcare fucking sucks. You're getting what you paid for.
Canada also lost their internet last Friday.
Oh, you had to remind me of that.
That's because Canada's fucking Ethernet cable is connected to a potato. Like,
it literally is.
No.
Though.
The problem is when you have freaking beavers eating the freaking cable, the fiber cable. And also to answer people's questions. Yeah, I don't know why it's called fucking New York fries when it's not in New York, because New York does not have poutine.
Oh.
Joanne asked
maybe there's like one place. There's like one place in Brooklyn that makes like poutine.
That's sad.
But I ain't traveling on the train 2.5 hours just to have it. Fuck.
But you're willing to do it for Joe's, though.
Yeah, you were.
But Joe's is only like it's like one train, like maybe 2 trains.
Bruh, I mean, y'all internet's so bad when they ran a speed test it said to be continued. Yo!
I gotta come to Canada. We have poutine and we have internet sometimes.
Your internet was so slow that Al Creamy could walk faster than your data.
Oh God!
Yo, can I talk about that day? That was terrible. Like, I woke up in the morning and all I see is my data just on, and I'm just like, what happened? And then I go downstairs, I see the router, and it's just flashing like crazy, and it looks like it's doing something, and I'm just like, all right, so it's just me, right? Because this usually just happens to me. And then I get like a text from my friends, and they're like, yeah, our internet's out too. And then I look at the news, and it's like all of Canada, and I'm just like, well, I guess I'm going outside today.
I guess I gotta touch grass.
Yo, Emmy, Amish villages have better internet than y'all, bro.
The entire country of Canada touched grass for a day.
Now here's the
Terrible.
No, it reminds that whole situation reminds me of the 2003 blackout back in like August 2003, where me and my brother were just in our room and we had the air conditioner going, and then the power went out, and my mom was complaining like, "Oh, the power's out." It's like, but then we go outside and the elevated 6 train is just there stopped. I'm like, yeah, that's fucked. That'd be like 15 years old. Just look up and the train is just stopped and not moving. It was funny because it was like it was stuck there for like 4 hours. And we had, and there was a guy with an easel on the corner because the elevated train, it does like a turn on down the block. So
Nice.
the guy was actually able to do a whole entire oil painting
On the train?
On the train in stop motion because it was that because the guy did an oil painting.
Hold on.
Yeah, that was fucking great shit.
I see a Chornik in the chat.
Was that the one when it happened? Where like now I think all in New York and some other states around that lost power.
The whole eastern seaboard.
Yeah, I remember that.
And the thing is, the funny thing is, my neighborhood only lost power for about 4 hours. People downtown didn't have power for 2 fucking days.
Yeah, that I remembered. Oh yeah, they're pissed. That I do remember. They weren't happy.
Remembers.
And it was fucking hot.
Mm-hmm.
We only remember for one thing. It's fucking hot out here, bro.
Fucking hot.
Oh man.
Right, we got a Chornik model, KG.
Oh my
Who's
God.
your daddy watching? Shawn Michaels. No, the fucking Bret Hart music, like 2005. And then he does the fucking SummerSlam sell job to freaking Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
Dude, what the hell did you ask for, Dean? The Chornik
Do you have a
model?
Chornik model?
Does
He's
Chornik
coming
even
in.
have a model though? That's the thing. I don't know.
Yeah, just put Mallow up. That's good enough.
Okay,
You know,
so
I got an idea. Hold up a second.
guys. Classic PokePod, the PokePod classic tale.
What?
When we all had to put up our shit, like obviously I put up their DNA. Dean at the time was Breaking, and then I think he switched to Absol, or was it the
Yes,
other way
that's
around?
right. Yep, you got it. Yep.
Yeah. And then KG was Ruby. I didn't know what to put for Chornik for the longest when he showed up in our videos. So I just put like the character that he had on his profile, which was this dude from fucking Skyrim.
Skyrim, yeah.
And that was his avatar for the longest.
I think he still has it in some
I
way.
remember that Skyrim.
Oh yeah, Clinoa sweep. We gotta talk about that too. Holy
Yeah, we'll get to that soon. But yeah,
KG,
that,
just put the big old letter C. It's just a letter.
hold on, I got
That's
an
all you need.
idea. You know what? We'll just put it right
Where are you
here.
gonna go? Where are you gonna go? Let's find the letter people and find Mr. C.
Yes.
Anybody remember the letter?
Lord.
Anybody remember the letter people?
Damn.
There it is. The John. But you gotta put
There
like
you go.
KG, you gotta put a bunch of O's, dude. You do
Insert
not
the
put just one fucking O in the Chonic.
Tonic.
The Chonic.
There
If
we
anybody,
go.
if anybody can find a picture of the weather, the letter people,
There you go.
and find the numbers and find like the letter C,
Oh my.
I'd love to see that.
Guys, I found some crunchy salt. Isn't that great?
Are you playing Legends?
Oh my God, it's
She is playing
There he
Legends.
is.
You wow.
Hello. I've arrived.
Oh wow!
Oh shit,
Hello,
it
person.
is. It be that boy. Hello there.
Be that boy.
Oh shit, what up?
came today.
Oh man, we got so much people. I don't know where to fit all of y'all. You know what? You're.
Oh, God, that didn't work out very well.
Oh my god.
Studio is falling apart.
You know what?
We
You
just
know
got
what?
it.
Hold up a second. I love this.
We got more
audience.
people on the stage than in the audience.
Jesus Christ! Hold up.
Oh, I love it. It's the Chordic model. That's
Jesus
funny.
Christ. Yeah, I was
Oh,
trying to figure out what to put for you, buddy. You know what? We'll say you're
I-
in a Discord call, and we're gonna put you in the TV over here. You know what? We'll go with that. Here we
I
go.
feel like it's been
Yeah,
5 years
I gotta
since
make
the last time
myself
you and I
a
were in a
model
call.
or something.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah,
That is true.
can I give you guys another sample of what Twitter is basically?
Sure.
No.
So somebody just showed off like this. Somebody just showed off like one of the fighting games, and it showed off one of the girls in the fighting games. And the tweet above it goes, "Why are video games now filled just with soft porn heroines with ridiculously large breasts?" And then the response goes, "Because motherfuckers like big titty bitches." Next article writes some real fucking news.
Actually, I have a perfect thing to do. KG, get the C train bullet and put it in
The C train?
the C train bullet. That's
Hold on.
My
Oh,
god.
shit.
I feel like the next person who comes in is gonna be like in the window,
Also-
like
also
in
Terrell-
the back,
Terrell
like in the
prob-
building.
Terrell will probably not be on here because he's still sick.
Oh
Yeah, get better
Oh.
soon, buddy.
Oh,
Get better,
Terrell.
Terrell.
Quick, get a soup emote. We'll like send it. Throw it
Get
out.
a NyQuil.
No, he did that and almost passed out on my stream.
Yeah, I remember. Give them Dayquil, NyQuil, Cyndaquil,
All right, we'll go ahead
Overquil,
and get a
Cyndaquil,
Ed Gold bar ready for when
Tranquil.
Sergi joins.
Tranquil.
Oh
Let's
my
go.
god.
Okay, guys. For
Congratulations, Chornik. You are an R160 train car.
morning, there's Polly. For morning, there's Dayquil. For night, there's NyQuil. For grass types, there's Cyndaquil. For disappointment, there's Tranquil.
Oh my God.
All aboard the Chon.
Time to change my name.
We love everyone here, by the way.
Oh, and also it's West 4th Street, so now you have to deal with the fucking 1930s
Damn,
fucking
live
switching
by
system.
the train, die by the train. It comes back in full
It
circle.
all comes together. Yeah, but I think as,
man is dead.
I think John mentioned it best before. Like, it's so weird we have everybody like old school up in here
In
tonight.
such a
We have a
random.
pyramid.
It's such a
know?
random
Yeah, it
ass,
really
not
is, like-
PokePod related shenanigans. What?
No, the last time that we were all on the call was me, John, Chornik. I think Tyrone was there too. We did the Call of Sleep finals. I think that was the last time I
Oh
was
my
on the call.
god.
The episode
That's
traumatized
it.
y'all so much you just grouped after that. Like, Jesus
It was
Christ.
like early in the morning. We were all pissed off at the end of it.
I just love John
we all
going.
woke up to watch the episode live.
I just
And then
remember
we all got
John
pissed off
yelling.
and never spoke again.
I just remember John yelling, "This man's going home! This man's going home!"
Use the fire shuriken. He gonna do it.
And then I fell
Oh,
back in my
bro.
chair. I remember. I was like so
Oh
pissed
my
off.
God.
Oh,
The
and you
pure
had the
depression
gall.
of
You had the gall to be with me, bro, in that episode when I had to watch it by myself.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah, I
the
felt
way-
really bad about that.
The way we sounded, you would think we lost like bets to the Super Bowl or some shit. It was
Yeah,
fucked up.
literally.
That was a sad day.
I
You would've thought our
remember
last-
everybody's
That's
reaction
how
to
it
that.
felt, though. Yeah.
Nah, I never seen people that pissed off. Ever.
Oh no,
Probably-
man! It was bad.
it-
Everybody's
that was
reaction to that
People
Kalos
thought the
League
last episode was
finals.
bad with Leon versus Alon. No, the Kalos League finals were much worse.
Yes.
Yeah, that was horrible.
I was
game.
actually questioning it when the Leon versus Alana. I was like, which one's worse though? I was like, it was pretty close, but I still feel like the
the
Kalos
Kalos League
finale was worse. And in a way,
That
and also the way
eventually
they trolled in the
brings up a
title
great
too.
point.
Yeah.
He said people were
So-
literally canceling their orders of Sun and Moon over it. That was the dumbest thing because people were so stupid they couldn't even tell that like Game Freak has nothing to do with like OLM making the
Yes.
anime.
I remembered. Oh my god.
My favorite
So
thing
dumb.
back then was the reactions on YouTube because people were uploading their reactions to like the entirety of the Kalos League.
Oh, yeah.
So there
remember
was
Rogers Base did
obviously ours. Rogers Base did one, and he fucking flipped his shit when he saw Ashley's.
Yes.
Yeah.
There was a Poca Stereo, I believe.
They screamed.
They screamed, but not in joy, but in pain. They threw
Yeah.
but they were so into it. They had like a banner and everything behind their wall in hopes that Ash would win. I think they even had like a cardboard cutout of like Greninja or something.
Yeah,
Hey,
TV
it's like
Tokyo
the
actually
Super Bowl.
disabled-
Don't pretend to be an Anapoke fan.
disabled the likes, the likes and dislikes on all of their previews going
On
forward.
every anti-poke fan pretends to be an anti-poke fan. They didn't watch this fucking show.
When it's
I
the
know.
league, when the league rolls around, everybody
Yeah.
pretends to like the Pokemon anime. It's just
That's a good
fact.
point.
Exactly.
Yeah, did
Yeah.
you not notice with the Masters 8? Every popular content creator is now talking about it.
I know everyone's
Yeah.
talking about it, and they're like,
Yeah.
I haven't watched the show at all, but I guess I'll watch this.
Well,
part."
that's
I
because
say that-
then my answer to them is, go the fuck home. You don't deserve to be here.
Hey, I say that. And that
They're
sadly was when I started watching Sun and Moon again. Was when the league started.
Same.
I was like, they're only here for the clout. That's it.
Loyal,
Yeah.
loyal friends and true. That's,
I was like, ooh, let's see the league. It's Lily and Team Rocket in the finals. Let me leave.
Alright, I'm out of here.
James got snubbed. James should have been in the finals.
James top 8.
See, like even the Sun and Moon League wasn't like hyped up really after what happened with the Kalos. I felt like 'cause it
No,
was so
the
random.
aftermath of the Kalos League was so big it didn't like.
Yeah, because
it
no one
carried
knew.
over
Like,
to the
I
next
don't think anyone knew it was
generation.
happening until it actually happened. You know?
And also,
Yeah.
like, visually, I can see why too. Visually, the last fight that came before Alon's was Ash versus Sawyer. And to this day, people randomly retweet that fight just because of how good it looks. So I can see why people really, really wanted Ash to win that fight visually because it's a damn good fight.
Yeah.
So I can understand the pain. Like, I know where it comes
Pain.
from.
That's
Yeah,
why
it's
we have
a-
Sawyer. In my opinion,
Side
that was
note, by
better
the
than-
way, I hate Anapoke PR for just spoiling everything they possibly
Yeah.
can.
Right?
Showing
Muted
Ash
them.
Yeah, that
trophy
bullshit.
in the preview
Yeah.
for the league finals episode. How dumb was that?
I muted them.
Well,
My major one
to
that
be
I hated
fair-
the most was the Sun and Moon one when they revealed Lei.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. They showed
That's the
Ash
one, right?
holding
Oh
the
yeah.
trophy.
Damn trophy.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
come on.
the baby. They showed the
Yeah,
baby
but,
like four
okay.
times.
tiny
I'm
baby
gonna
person.
I'm gonna say this once again. It was for Oha Star, which is on the TV Tokyo networks. It was not supposed to be viewed outside of Japan at like 7:30 in the morning. So the people that do that is because it's because people are freaking hungry for fucking attention.
No, they straight up posted like what was it? You know, like how they have like those episode shots where they only have the line art done and that's
Yeah.
it. They did that for Lei. They had him revealed like that in like an
That's
image.
true. I did do that too.
Yeah,
The
so even
baby.
before like that preview was shown, even if nobody saw that, Yanni Poke PR would have just posted that image, and we would have been rabid at that time.
And this is a problem that feels like has existed in every single series where it's like,
Right.
oh, hey guys, we're going to tell you everything about the episode before it comes out. And it's like, just stop. Pokemon reveals more stuff about these episodes than any other anime does before they come out.
Even the Masters 8 right now, like
It gets to the point where I can see the 30-second preview and get like the episode synopsis like the week before, and I'll be like, all right, I know everything that's going to happen in this episode.
Ruins it. Like, what's the point, really? Like, everybody's so excited for it, and that's why I'm not, because I just feel like it's just, I don't know, controversial.
I'll tell you this much. They were doing this. They were doing this back when Poke Annie still existed. Remember that site?
I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it.
Yeah, they've had. I mean, TV Guide has been doing this for decades now. It's just that because of social media, people just share that shit, and of course, people like to, break into and bust open freaking Korokoro magazine.
Hell
yeah! So, those, because like I said, those are the people. Those are the people that want their attention.
Who do we blame though? Do we blame the fans for prying open the information, or do we blame the source for giving the information available to pry?
You know who we really blame?
I would keep that Ash Ketchum trophy screenshot like under wraps, bro.
My
I would not give
God.
that to anybody. I'd be like, nah, nobody's seeing this. I don't care what outlet it is.
Not even the staff.
I'm not trusting my best friend. I'm not trusting the writers. I ain't trusting nobody.
I ain't trusting the voice actors. Wait, how are we doing this then?
Well, technically, didn't they do that with Rika?
Yeah, Rika always started voicing, and then she was like, "Wait, I won." And that shit had me in tears. I swear to God, that wasn't Ash saying I won. That was Rika saying, "Wait, I won."
Which again, maybe a hot take for me. Guys, I barely remember the Lycanroc fight. I'm so sorry.
I remember the Kukui fight.
We
That's
all,
what I remember.
no. See, you remember that fight for one thing and one thing only.
Counter
to counter.
That's why I said all I remember is Ash's Lucario getting hit with a bunch of counters, which it should have fucking died. But it didn't, and then it just used counter on counter and sort of won. To this day,
Lucario saucy just called Ash's Lycanroc Lucario.
Yeah, he did.
Oh my God.
I would have gotten the weirdest things to win.
They're both fucking dogs. Anyway, Ash is fucking like Lycanroc, and Ash's Lycanroc getting. They didn't even animate it. Lycanroc just gets hit, and they do like a slideshow of it getting hit a bunch of times. And I'm just like,
they were saving the budget for Ash versus Kukui.
And you could tell that budget was there 100%.
Yeah, it's like he won, but at what cost? Like,
hell, even his Melmetal didn't even win.
It's also a 3v3 fight.
Oh, so you know what?
In the finals.
I just tell myself that the Kukui fight that's when he became champion. That's what I tell myself.
Yeah, that one feels more fitting. Also, sadly, it felt like Gladiator was supposed to win that fight. Like, he has more of a reason to.
Yeah.
Because remember, his Zoroark is like fighting, is like, oh, that's my father's. I'm fighting to find him again. And this is what my father passed down to me. I was like, oh, okay, he's got like a cool little narrative. Oh, shit, Pikachu beat the fuck out of it.
No, they tied.
What they tied?
Yeah. Always comes secondary to plot armor in Pokemon.
That's true. That's true. I like.
Although honestly, it is weird because Sun and Moon is known for its like plot first, battle second sort of scenarios.
Yeah, like narratively, Ash has no real reason to win this league. He won because he has to. Whereas like Gladian, I'm like, oh, he's got like a cool little father backstory situation. No, okay, never mind.
I always thought they should have flipped the Ash and Gladion fights with the Ash and Guzma fights, because Ash's whole thing in that league was like, oh, I need to protect this league from Guzma, who wants to destroy it.
I feel like that was like more bigger stakes than the.
That was fine when Ash beat Guzma, but after he beat Guzma, that's it. Like,
well, yeah, they gave the win to John Dixon. In the
oh god.
Yeah.
No, but
somebody take away obscure characters from Polly. She's gone too far.
Also, somebody just pointed this out. Zoroark was recently caught. Every time Gladian catches a new Pokemon and uses it to an event, he loses. What the fuck?
He hasn't trained him yet.
Sadly.
Yeah, he only just learned.
He wants to train him. Why not in the league? Right?
Oh, Lily's dead. Go, Zoroark, for my father. Zoroark's dead. I'm like, damn, dude. You suck as a trainer, dude.
Yes. You use an unexperienced Pokemon like that when you catch it the first time around, buddy. I like to see you try controlling a tentacle floating magical creature from another dimension.
Like, I think outside of, like, the story, I think the only noticeable person he winds up beating for real is Lily.
No, he beats Kiawe.
Oh yeah. Okay,
I
that's
actually
a
like
good
that
fight.
one.
Right.
That is a good
I
fight.
like that.
Yeah.
That
Still
fight was goated.
Gladian had an
That
easy
Ash and
time,
Kelly
though.
never get, like,
Weirdly
a
enough, to
full
me,
on-
though, I always like the final fights better than the final fights.
I think Kiawe actually made up for
Yeah.
that fight in the Journeys episode, didn't he? He's the one that beats
Yeah, he beats Gladian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the journeys, yeah.
I didn't even think they pay attention to that.
Lord.
But yeah, I can't
Remember, it's made
what-
by the Sun and Moon writer. Of course, that person's going to take
Yeah,
care of
they
it.
gotta get
Yeah.
that correct.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It does
I
feel
do
like
remember
the only
when I.
reason- Sorry.
Speaking
Oh,
of
sorry.
recent episodes, I haven't watched anything since that terrible Greninja episode. So what's
Oh my
been happening?
god.
Okay, so allow me
I didn't watch
to
the
explain
Greninja
everything in
episode.
excruciating detail so you can be caught up to everything that's happening right now. You ready, buddy?
All right.
Nothing.
Nothing.
All right.
Nothing.
You know.
Okay, no, but
Lucario
sincerely, there
did
was a lot of
stuff.
things that happened.
I mean, I
let's-
heard there was a Lily episode that was really good, and then
That
the
was-
No, listen, you need to watch the Lily episode and the episode after that. You are
That's
required if you've watched Sun and Moon. If anything, I will always give Journeys credit for where it does right, because those two episodes really finalized.
They had a
Sun
good
and Moon
Serena
story.
episode, actually.
Well, John already
I
gave his
I
experience
watched
on
that
that.
episode.
I like.
Yeah,
I
that's a
actually
fiction
really, I really like
episode.
the Paul episode.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, John, you're right. It was
Yeah.
peak fiction. That's right.
I'm gonna leave it at
Yeah,
that.
he
I
was
watched
there.
the episode.
We don't need that deja vu again.
Fiction.
Man, but yeah, so things did happen. Like I said before, though, if you've watched Sun and Moon, you should go out of your way to watch the Lily and the episode after that one. Because honestly, those were like proper conclusion to Sun and Moon's story as a whole. Especially if you were like a big fan of Lily and you felt she was incomplete. Those two episodes finalize her story and also, in a way, finalize Ash's story.
Oh man, it took
Yeah.
him long enough.
It's so weird. Like I straight up in like the second episode with the Alola one, I straight up think when it faded to white, they could have just said the end right there, and I would have been perfectly happy with that. Because the way they handled
Yeah.
it was such like a series finale moment right there for Ash's
Oh,
character.
You have to watch the Alola, like the Battle Royale one too. That one was really
No,
good
that's
too.
what I'm
Yes.
referring to. That
Oh,
I didn't watch
never
that one
mind.
either.
yeah, because in that fight when Kakuya, well, actually, I won't spoil much on the details on that, but it's so.
I'm sure
fucking
John's
touching.
heard something about it already.
Yeah,
And there was
yeah.
a champion.
I've heard like bits and pieces of stuff because like it's just unavoidable. Like I log on to Twitter in the morning, I have literally everything related to Anapo community because I just don't want to see it on Twitter. And I wake up in the morning and I open Twitter. Oh look, there's a screenshot of Richie, and I'm like, all right, well, that's nice.
Yeah.
Guess
No, I mean,
just
as somebody who's
walked
not even
on
watching the
my-
episode, that didn't really sting as much, I guess.
I was like, oh
And
shit.
then rinse and repeat happens every week, and then I'm like, I don't want to watch the show anymore.
Which begs the
the
question:
same with
who's
me.
going to show up in next week's episode? Let's
Next
find
week
out.
I might get a lot.
I feel like
yeah.
Twitter just cherry picks like all the moments that you need to know and then puts them right in your face with no context. And you're like,
I think I went that
agree
whole
with you.
time without watching Sun and Moon.
It's
Yeah.
like,
yeah,
hey,
and you
look,
feel like you
look,
missed
look,
out
Richie's
nothing
back, but
because
what
you've
about
seen
that?
everything that happened.
Yeah, they're just showing you something like, wait, hold on, what's that thing in the back over there? No, look at this instead. Don't ignore the bad thing. Look at Richie, he's here. Enjoy.
Between
Like,
KG and Tess is
without
giving me
even watching the
summaries.
episode, it's like okay, so like, apparently Lance versus Diantha was underwhelming, and the only thing that people actually cared about was
Some cameos.
the cameos.
It was literally 1 second.
These-
It was a 1
you know,
second
these
cameo.
are fake fans. You know what? Before this, no one cared about the Chronicles. You know, the only person who cares about the Chronicles. Yours
Not
truly.
you.
So I don't want to hear it.
Just the two.
Fake.
Polly is so angry, justifiably, of course, but she's still angry. It's funny.
And watch next week. Oh my gosh! If Burgundy appears, like it's gonna be the same thing.
Where the fuck
Oh.
were they at all these years?
Wait. Has Iris had her fight yet?
It's about to
no,
come
yeah,
up.
Next
Oh,
week, coming
well,
up next
Iris
week.
fights
It
are gonna
started,
be
technically.
Burgundy on screen, and then Polly will never recover.
Yeah.
No, she
It
still
technically
hasn't recovered from the
started-
Butch and Cassidy,
technically
so.
started at the end.
Yeah, they like set their first attacks and then it freeze frames.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it'd be funny if the next week starts and it's just over already at the beginning.
I wouldn't doubt it, Dane. I wouldn't doubt it.
I would. Not
Oh
be
shit, it's the Furfru episode all over again from X and Y.
It's gonna be half the episode. I'm
You know-
calling it now.
You know, speaking about that, did you hear about that one episode that's coming up that everyone keeps comparing to the Axu episode? And only the Axu
Oh,
episode?
No.
What?
Wait, is there a
No.
Zach's
Koharu
reaction.
coming up? Don't tell me.
Yeah, I was gonna
There
bring that
is.
too.
There's actually a Koharu. Oh my
Yes.
god.
It's awful. Everyone's
Uh,
bitching and it's amazing.
So here's
yeah, baby. Woo!
here's what makes it even better, by the way, John. Koharu's not even in the Masters 8 tournament. Like, she's not in the stand to watch.
What a
Oh, she's
terrible
not?
friend.
She
She's not
is
even watching
she
on
is at-
TV.
Yeah, she's watching it
What?
probably at
I
Sakuragi's
don't even
lab.
care about this
She's
girl.
a
She is
waste.
not supportive of their goals at all.
But she was with the Alola cast, and she was there watching Ash's match there. You would think she would go and root for him. And
Oh,
then
no,
they're
she
like,
has
no,
that.
we're
The
ditching
artist-
her as.
Probably.
The artists don't want to fucking draw her, and they definitely don't want to write dialogue for her, so they needed her out.
Oh, my Lord.
Wait, what's gonna happen? Evie's gonna get lost?
No,
Is that
here's
why?
okay. Allow me
Yes.
to explain that upcoming
no.
episode in excruciating detail. So Koharu apparently is going to be having an episode focused on her back at the lab, and this is what makes things so interesting. Is because we're still in the middle of the Masters 8 tournament while this is happening. This episode, titled "The Possibilities Are Endless for Koharu and Ibui," after meeting all kinds of evolved forms together with Eevee, Koharu is at a complete loss about what Eevee wants to evolve into, as well as what Pokemon evolution even is to begin with. Noticing this, her father, Professor Sakuragi, takes her camping. During the trip, he tells her about the Pokemon encounter, farewells, and evolutions he experienced in his early childhood. The possibilities are endless. What future will Eevee choose? What future will Koharu choose?
You know what this reeks of, KG?
What?
This reeks of like Game Freak being like, "Hey, we're revealing the new evolution for Scarlet and Violet
Yeah.
this week. Can you guys like put this in the anime?" And they're like, "But we
Yeah.
have no time. We're in the middle of the Masters 8." And they're like, "Can you? We'll give you like big shmoneys if you just put this episode like right here." And they're like,
The
"Okay."
fuck up, shmoney's you said?
Honestly, that's not a
We're
bad
in.
idea, I guess.
Yeah, it's not. It's probably right.
All right, Jelly on, let's go.
Now, if it's just Eevee being Eevee at the end of it, then this is
I'm gonna be so mad.
Oh.
All this work just to keep it in
Honestly,
Eevee.
it's probably
gonna
what
be
it's
a brand
gonna
new
be.
evolution, or it's
Yeah,
gonna be like,
Gigantamax
"Wow,
Eevee."
the real Eevee was you all along, and you didn't need to evolve, haha, because you can Gigantamax instead." And that'll be it.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. I thought the whole point was her like trying to show off Gigantamax Eevee, but I guess that's not gonna happen.
No, they
Remember
don't
that
like it.
opening where Leon and the others went on a road trip together? Man, that arc was incredible.
Wow, I love the opening.
The show's trash, bro.
And no, we're not there at that part of the
I thought that was the
discussion
whole
yet,
reason
Tyrone.
she's staying in Eevee just for that, but I guess that's.
I want them to keep it in Eevee just to troll the living shit out of everybody, and I'm just gonna die of laughter because of it.
Then I'm gonna say, at least I enjoyed it. Fuck
Well,
you.
I mean, listen, if you enjoyed, more power to you. But as you enjoy it, we're gonna probably shit on it. I just want you to
Good,
get
yes.
it done.
Good, yeah, because I streamed fucking 2 hours of fucking Earthbound Saturday night, and all I was hearing was an hour of it just shit talking this on my
Shit.
fucking stream.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ,
Tyrone over
really?
here.
This is me. I did that.
Come on, Tyrone.
Tyrone.
Tyrone, you saved that exclusively for the pod, not
Hold
for
on,
other
more
people's.
specifically, no, I didn't do the review. I more specifically tackled a controversy that happened on Twitter that I'm going to talk about on here in more detail. I even told TSS I was going to save the rest of my opinions for the pod.
But you
Man,
spent
the
an
words
hour
for
though.
I feel really bad
Talking
because
about Anapoke when they're not even talking about Anapoke.
I know. I feel really bad because Zach just started, as you guys, some of you know, he started streaming on Twitch. Actually, he's playing Legends Arceus, and I showed up to his stream once because I really wanted to be, a supportive friend. But he was getting all these questions, and somebody asked something about journeys. I'm like, so 5 minutes in, I'm like, nope, I'm sorry, Zach. I can't do it.
Oh, no, they asked me that shit.
Oh, he was, believe me, he
Ollie,
was
they ask me
venting
that
to
shit
that-
all the time.
to us about that last week, where he was like, "Oh my god, I'm streaming Legends Arceus, and the whole chat just asking Anapoke questions." Like, bro, shut up! I don't want to talk about Anapoke.
Guys, this ain't new. This happened to me all the fucking time. This happens when I'm not even playing a Pokemon-related game.
Damn, bro, what the hell are you guys doing? I don't get any poke questions.
I mean, I'll always talk about Anapoke. I just don't want to talk about journeys.
Yeah, thank you, Sam.
Damn, bro,
100%.
how bad did this anime
Bro, I
do
don't
to
want to
y'all?
talk about Anapoke in general anymore. I'm done. I've talked about Anapoke long enough.
But
We
you're
haven't talked
Pokey
about
King, I'm
important
with you,
things.
John.
Why are you-
I'm like 100%.
I definitely feel that like that same thing Terrell felt when he said he wasn't gonna review X and Y because he got done reviewing Best Wishes.
Yes.
And Pokemon, like he's like reviewing a Pokemon series takes a lot out of you. And I'm like, I can review X and Y. After I got done with X and Y and then Sun and Moon was coming,
Yeah.
I could feel it instantly. I was like,
Yeah, Donnie wants to talk about Clinoa, so let's talk about Clinoa.
Oh yeah, Clinoa.
Because you review 140 episodes, and it turns out that 2/3 of them are going to be completely mediocre and a waste
Right.
of time.
You mean X and Y? Wow, I didn't know that.
Whoa.
Oh, no.
Who said that?
Hey,
Who said that? Who went out of their way to say that? Who the fuck said that?
I think the Lucario did.
Oh no.
The gaps between the mini arcs.
Yeah,
those
God.
are like that. Yeah.
You're like, all right, guys, it's another Team Rocket filler episode. Who's excited?
Not me anymore.
Thank you for using the same fucking concept. Thank you for recycling the fucking same concept since fucking Best Wishes. Congratulations.
History
Well, they
repeats itself,
ruined
don't
it.
they?
Yes.
At least they had some Team Rocket episodes back then.
Yeah.
I mean that one Team Rocket episode though we got this year was a fucking solid 10 out of 10. Though.
This year.
Oh yeah, the podcast.
This-
yes.
This year,
Radio-
listen,
that
man. Let me
radio one was
enjoy
good.
the little things I can
Yeah.
appreciate,
Team
man.
Rocket
Yeah, they
episodes
baked.
never miss.
They baked
And also-
in Pokemon more than once. All right. Can
And I only
enjoy-
say one because I don't want to remember that other episode.
we don't talk about that.
That episode.
Yeah.
We don't talk about
You
that.
talk
That
about
didn't
the
happen.
Butch and Cassidy episode? Oh my
Ah,
God.
It just fucking
That episode.
I heard you
I
say
love
that.
that episode.
What?
All right, get him off the stream, please.
That episode.
You have to get me off first.
Oh lordy.
Yeah, but you're indifferent.
Polly, there's more to life than Team Rocket. It was such a good message.
that they don't
Oh,
fucking
We're
follow.
about to fight, guys. We're
Actually, you know what?
cramped
I'll
enough.
take John's liking of the episode over TSS's indifference. Because at least I know you enjoy Butch and Cassidy as characters, and we'll talk about them sometime.
Yeah, who doesn't like seeing Butch and Cassidy?
Oh man.
Ernest doesn't like seeing them.
I love
pretty
Donnie's
much.
message in this right now. I never knew Clinoa was Eddie Poke. Y'all ignoring him like Bandai did 14
All
years
right.
ago.
So-
Well,
so
here's the
let's
reason
talk about-
why.
so let's talk
It was
about
10
Clinoa.
times
Okay.
before I watched the Greninja episode again. I'm being for real.
All right,
Damn, bro.
Clinoa.
So let me
So-
explain why, before I pass it to you, buddy. Let me explain why I'm not talking about Clinoa as much as, like, say, TSS who wants to talk about it. I don't have it. I want to have it. There's apparently a physical release of it in Japan that I want. And, I want a physical copy of Clinoa, damn it. But
We're
we
gonna
don't
play
even
Asia
got any
Why
of
can't
it.
we get a physical copy?
Because
Go on,
they
Clinoa.
said
Go
we're
on,
not
Asia.
going to.
Why?
Because they said we're not going to.
Wow.
That's as
What?
far as that goes, bro.
Wow.
They
Okay.
won't give us a copy. Here's how it goes. They said the game's coming out. They haven't promoted it. They haven't reminded everybody that the game's coming out. There's not even a demo available to try out here. And you can't even pre-order the game here. And you can only buy it the moment it drops. But since they don't promote it, when the hell was that drop date supposed to be at? So, knowing all this in mind, and also, now that we have a demo, and shit, now we could try it out. But, like, they did nothing for Clinoa. And you know what's the worst part? They said, oh, if Clinoa does well, obviously then that means we're going to go and make more potentially in the future if there's a high reception of it. It's like they wanted this game to die, bro.
Yeah, but unfortunately, it didn't die because it crashed fucking Steam.
Yeah, it did better than, what was it, Dark Souls or whatever it was?
Yes.
It
Elden-
sold
no.
more than Dark Souls. It sold more than any of the highest rated games of all time at that
Does
store.
he have red shorts or blue shirt? Or is this like a like
He
in the
has
first
two
game?
forms. He has one that's his younger form in the first game, and his second form in his adult.
So he changed
first-
designs in like in the span of one game.
Yeah, he changed
Yeah.
from 1 to 2.
Damn.
Yeah, think of it like Sora from Kingdom Hearts.
Got it. Okay,
Yeah.
makes sense to me.
Yeah, so.
Well, because I'm looking at the box and I'm like, which Clinoa is Clinoa?
No, they're both Clinoa. So
Right.
yeah, the Wahoo $1 billion that he made thanks to the success of sales online digitally was so gargantuan. It even trended so many times on Twitter. And it got so big that people started purchasing games for other people just so
Yeah.
they could try out the Clinoa, which I think is going to be what TS is going to talk about. And with that being said, any Clinoa fans want to give me a free game? No.
So what's
No?
Clinoa's
Okay.
whole jam? How does he like? Does he fight? Like what the fuck
He
is he?
wahoos, and that's really it.
Alright.
Wahoo, wahoo.
He's Mario.
He uses
Yeah,
a ring like Sonic.
Does he fly?
He double jumps and floats.
Okay.
And doesn't really fly. He like hovers for like a
He
second.
looks like a Sonic character.
He think of him like Cream the Rabbit, I guess.
Okay.
Except not flying and only like hovering for a couple of seconds before slowly going back down.
Alright.
And he functions like a 2D. How do you say? Like a 2.5D kind of character.
Alright, TSS, explain it then.
Yeah.
See the problem is, I knew one person who liked Clinoa, like many years ago, like 6-7 years ago, and then finally we get the trilogy of games, and then one of my friends that lives out in Tampa decided to just get me the game on Steam. Decided because here's the thing, I've been playing, as people know, I've been playing Tales of Vesperia Definitive Edition, and the same voice actress that does Carol does Clinoa, but she also does Sergeant Frog.
Ooh.
Good so. So yeah, so there is Persea has a costume in Tales of Symphonia for Clinoa, and then Carol has a DLC costume for Clinoa. And literally because of this, I'm going to keep the Clinoa costume on Carol the entire playthrough. The rest of the playthrough.
Nice.
But I will be playing that at some point. I don't know if I'm going to be making it a major stream or not, but maybe I'll play it on like random days like I did with Spyro.
Hey, as long as you have a good time with it, that's what matters the most, buddy.
Keroro Gunso, that's Sergeant Frog. That's the
We're
the Animas, all that shit.
Let me turn this off real quick. Here we go. So yeah, Clinoa is a good game. I played it back then when it was available, and I had my funs with the Wahoos, but never really got far with it because I didn't own a PlayStation back in the day.
It was also the first game was also remastered on the Wii.
Yeah, I owned that surprisingly, but I never played the game. Surprisingly, I remember back it was like sold for like $10 on the Amazon store, so I bought it then, and I think it's super rare now these days or something.
Yeah, I mean even the PlayStation games, like the PS1 and the PS2 game, you're gonna have to spend over $100 for each of them.
Yeah. It's a game. It exists. And I know Clinoa is doing super well now that even Namco Bandai are probably sweating because now they have to actually make a new Clinoa game due to its popularity. So, congrats.
Good.
Yeah. Hey, listen, more love
keep
for
this
Clinoa.
trend going where like they give him like a different outfit. I want him to have like yellow so he can have all three of the primary colors.
Hey, I would love that though. Hey, maybe his third game he can also maybe swap out with other costumes, like he can wear the ones from the past as well.
Yeah.
Anything's possible.
I've never played Clinoa, but his concept art works. Like, it's definitely something you would see as a video game character. He is very akin to Sonic and everything. You know him on sight.
It's on site.
Well, also because he has Pac-Man. He has a Pac-Man on his hat.
Well, yeah, that too. That's a nice little call out to Namco. I can dig it. I can see why there are fans to him. I think the problem is that he's much like a lot of other IPs where he just doesn't have a lot of games.
No, he has a lot of games. They're just so not well known. Because, like, for example,
I've only heard of about 3.
He has, I think, up to like 5 games, if I remember correctly. 2 of them, of course, are like the main console games. But then he has some GBA games as well. And that I remember playing one of them before. But that was really it. And then he just disappeared until the remake came on the Wii. And then after that, disappeared again until now. Which, to be honest, you know what? I'm loving this, like, renaissance or return of platformers now. We're getting Pac-World, bro. In, like, a couple of weeks now. He has 9 games. Jesus Christ, let that tell you how many games I know about Clinoa. Jesus Christ. But he doesn't have 10 games. So that doesn't mean he's popular, so... Ah, well.
He wasn't programmed by Tengen.
Nah, Jesus. But yeah, so Clinoa fans, I hope you're happy. I hope you guys got loving it with the new one. I have not yet got my hands on it, so I cannot play it yet. But I do know I will eventually pick it up, as long as they don't do something what they did like with Ubisoft, where they try to remove Assassin's Creed Odyssey or whatever it was off the Steam page. And
Assassin's Creed Liberation HD.
Yeah, that shit.
Yeah.
You heard about it, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
So,
but it's included with Assassin's Creed 3 if you decide to buy that.
Really?
Yeah, that's why it still sucks that they did this. But apparently, if you buy Assassin's Creed 3, you get this game for free. So I don't know what that's all I know about it though.
So allow me to give a little bit of detail on that before we move on to our topics for tonight. So what happened was that apparently on Steam, the summer sale that was happening right now, that game was available for like $20. So people were buying it. Yeah, $20. But people were buying it, and people were gonna get ready to play it. And then a couple of days later, they come out and say, "Oh, we're going to remove this as well as DLC for other games out there." From the Steam store, and you'll no longer even, to the point that you won't even be able to play it either as well. So you just bought a game that's not even going to be playable after it disappears from the Steam store, because you're going to lose all of the data after it's gone.
Yeah.
So you know, like how sometimes when games get removed from the Steam store, you at least still have the data as long as you don't delete it, and you'll be able to play them. No, they're like, no,
not true. Not true.
Really?
Let me give you an example. Outrun 2006 Coast to Coast.
Mm-hmm.
If you had bought that game on Steam, the store page is gone, but you can still download the data. Because Sega lost the Ferrari license.
But it's still there as long as you purchased it, though.
Yes.
Yeah, but see, the one I'm referring to is like, even though you purchase it, you cannot.
Yeah, they wipe that shit out.
Yeah, it's gone completely. Even if you have it downloaded, you will still lose it.
Well, then what? Then there's going to be a fucking class action lawsuit, because in the Steam in the Steam terms of service, there's a specific clause.
Yeah, so I think Ubisoft already took their turn on that and said, okay, never mind, we're not going to do it. But the DLC stuff, though, is going to still be removed regardless.
That's crazy.
So, yeah, Ubisoft is in a lot of shit.
Did they say why they're doing it?
Ubisoft's always in a lot of shit.
I don't know, honestly. All I just remember is...
post some real fucking news. That's
they're doing NFTs. Is that news?
No.
Okay, never mind. We're going to the main topic for tonight. Okay, so what do you guys say we move on into tonight's topic?
I thought they were going to do that the moment they did the Loot Crate bullshit back in the day.
Hey, listen, I bought that Loot... No, it wasn't Loot Crate. It was Poke Crate.
Oh, God.
That shit was fun. Remember, that's the thing where I almost died from the freaking Pocky stick.
Yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah, the Pocky stick. I got hospitalized after eating one that was imported from Japan.
The video was KG going, here we go, and then it shows the ambulance, like, right after he ate it, it shows the ambulance going, burn.
Yeah, that was a thing, wasn't it?
Yeah, actually, no, what was better was that I added the Patrick's woo, woo, in the background. Oh, man. We never followed up with that, no. But it was still a lot of fun, though.
You had to get a stomach pump.
Yeah,
well, I'm glad you survived.
Hey, yeah, right? I'm here, I think.
Yeah.
Am I?
I think
You're somewhat there.
Yeah, I'm
you're
somewhat.
tiny form.
Yeah, I never recovered ever since that day, I think.
Look at you. You're a Lucario now. Them
Right.
pockets. What, bro?
Oh, man,
APR's favorite.
I became furry. Damn it. It was a weird-ass time.
That time I got reincarnated as a furry.
Yeah, it's a Lucario.
Ew.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
you know the classic isekai anime where KG got hit by a truck and came back as a fucking Lucario?
John's worst nightmare.
Yeah, man. Oh, Lord. Well, he didn't get that treatment.
Until KG releases a voice pack and he has secret number 2.
Ah, Jesus. Law of equivalent exchange. Ever played Tales Sky Patrol? No, I have not. But I know it's a game.
A talented
Does that mean
artist in the
anything?
chat, like at some point on Twitter, just post the KG, the time I got reincarnated as Lucario anime poster.
Jeez, but yeah, it's my Mystery Dungeon Origins. There you go. Because I think in one of the Mystery Dungeon games, you actually can become a Riolu.
Oh yeah, all Pokemon Mystery Dungeon games are isekai. Technically. Yeah, I just really realized that.
Except you actually go back to your world, though. That's the crazy part.
Yeah. I just remember John's review of Super Mystery Dungeon. That's like my biggest memory of Mystery Dungeons for the most part.
You ever played Mystery Dungeon?
Nope, haven't played it.
The only one I played was the one John just mentioned.
Yep.
The weirdest thing about it is that the game is fun to play, horrible to
Terrible
stream.
to watch. Yeah,
it's
terrible
not
to
a
watch.
stream game. Not at all.
Not at all.
And it's so
Unless you
difficult
got-
to explain to
Unless you got
people
some
why.
really dedicated fans.
Yeah. Ah, well. All right, so what do you guys
Maybe
say
they'll
we
make
get
another
into
one.
tonight's review then?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right,
Yep.
so
Alrighty.
we got so many people, like, holy shit. I probably should have
And which means I'm gonna have to mute my microphone for like an hour.
Yeah, so apologies on that in
I'll
advance.
make it a little easier as someone who hasn't seen this episode or the previous like 8 or 9.
All right.
I'm gonna dip out.
Actually, no, before you do go, though, buddy, what would you give it as a score?
I'm gonna give this week's episode without
Fiction out of 10.
a solid 12 out of 10.
Oh,
What the
shit. You're like Skyran from our Discord server.
One and 1/5. Okay, we got fucking. Well, yeah,
I
well,
really
he's had a
liked that
fifth.
part when Richie came and said, "Wow, that's Salon.
Wow.
Cool guy." Salon said, "Dragon Claw." And, it was really awesome. I got shivers watching it.
Damn, bro.
in this
Yeah, yeah.
episode.
Nah,
I just love when Diantha said it's Dianthian in time.
It's Diantha.
Oh, man. But, no, sincerely, though, John, it was wonderful to have you here for tonight. We really
As
do
always,
appreciate
Thank
it.
you so much for having me.
Thank you, John.
Next time when
I got
you
the
start on
paperwork.
time, like at 9 o'clock, let me know. I'll try to be here for basically the whole thing. I don't know if I'll ever be in the Anapoke review again, but
Hey, listen, man, that's why we have the 9 o'clock hour, because it means earlier chances for you, no?
yeah, that helps me
Hey,
a lot.
yeah, think of it like that. You'll be for the first 2 hours. That's what matters the most.
Is John gonna go over there and pet Lucario before he leaves?
Yeah,
Oh, no.
here you go.
Yeah.
Make him pet. There you
I was
go.
at
Aw,
late
thank
stage
you, buddy.
left.
So lead the way, John.
Everybody have a good night.
You have a good night, buddy.
Bye, everybody.
Yeah.
All right, so now let's get going then, guys.
All right, who's next?
You
I didn't really watch
decide.
the episode, so
Who's
don't.
next?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I give it a 12 out of 10 as well.
Damn, bro.
Stop.
Holy
Wow.
shit, was this episode so good? Did we watch the same episode?
My
They
favorite
did.
part was
Anymore.
when Richie talked to Alon and then they had a battle and it was awesome.
Yeah, they talked. Sure.
They talked.
Yeah, man, I can't believe they
had a
got
There's
the.
a lot to
conversation.
talk about, guys.
I can't believe they got the original English VA to come in and do this episode here, bro.
It's like,
That's
right?
shocking to me.
Japan.
They're like, we're in the club. We're in the club now because
Oh,
we're
shit.
like the only ones who beat Ash now.
Yeah, it's like Jesus Christ.
Richie and Alon, that's all they talk about. You beat Ash? Yeah, I beat Ash.
And then they do like that fist bump and shit.
Yeah, right. Boom.
How'd you beat Ash? His ninja frog wasn't able to beat my Charizard. How'd you beat Ash? His Charizard gave up.
Man,
because
Charizards are
Charizard
just
fell
no good
asleep.
for him, yeah.
He was taking a nap and I won.
Ash and Charizards are surprisingly not very good, no.
You know what? The way Message just described it is one of the reasons I fucking love OG. Their battles are fucking stupid.
It is. It's so stupid. It's so funny though.
Charizard just gave up and I won.
Yeah, you were
the
just
best
sleeping. You were
comedy,
like,
though.
yeah, fell asleep. And I was like, I'm gonna be a lazy bum. And yeah, you make me
fell
fight.
asleep and I won. What was it? What happened before then? My Butterfly made his Squirtle fall asleep and I won. A lot of his Pokemon fell asleep that day. And I won.
They never woke up ever since
And I
then.
won.
And I was like,
But actually, yeah, let's begin then, ladies and gentlemen. So tonight's episode is going to be a very interesting one because we got a lot to get into with this one. It is a very special kind of episode because it's the continuation of the Masters 8. The episode titled, I wish I actually have it here, Champions Pride, Wataru versus Meat. Carne, I mean.
Meat.
Yeah, carne. Yeah, listen, Spanish audiences will know what the hell I'm talking about with that one.
carne asada?
Yeah.
Will y'all stop speaking fucking British? Jesus.
Wataru versus Meat.
Yeah. But yeah, let's get to it. So this episode, what is it all about? Well, it's the second match of the Champions League tournament. What will the outcome of this fierce fight be? The new champion of Kano and Johto and Diantha, the Kalos champion. This battle between two evenly matched champions is a fierce seesaw battle with the pride of two champions that both refuse to yield at full display. Which of them has true command of their thoroughly tempered prowess and exchange of moves? Well,
Diantha.
yeah. Well, just spoilers. Jesus Christ! Think
Oh,
about
come
the
on,
people
you
who
all
didn't
fucking
watch the
knew.
episode, bro.
Everybody knew before the episode even dropped. Fuck you.
No, come on, man. Okay,
No, come on, me.
Come
didn't.
on. There you go.
Come on.
Yeah,
Lance's appearance in this show has been nothing but brutal fucking failure.
damn, bro.
Poor Lance.
But he's the new champion. You gotta give him some.
Nobody gives a fuck about that.
Why is he new? Hasn't it still?
I mean, they also
Because the show
consider
doesn't
him-
fucking remember.
But it remembers Sawyer
Yes.
and Richie,
Even though
which is
you know,
from
he
that
was-
same series.
Yeah, we only have like 2 seconds, or not even 2 seconds, like 1 second of like cameo.
Yeah, exactly. But we'll get to that soon. Don't worry. Let me quickly give my brief opinions on this episode. This episode was painfully average. I think that's the best way to describe this episode.
Yeah.
I found this episode to be average. It wasn't necessarily something that made me want to rip my heart out, but it wasn't necessarily something that made me go like in pure joy and bliss. And honestly, I think that's what hurts the most about it, because a Masters 8 tournament battle should not be seen as painfully average, bro. It had its good moments, let it be clear. Like art style and the animation side of things, when it comes to the consistency in terms of how they look, the characters are on model. The animations, they make sure to keep them on model. Everything is looking like that. However, this comes at a cost. And that's where this battle comes in, and it feels like they were being a little too painfully faithful to the Pokemon games, and also being too faithful to the model design of the characters, that they don't give them like the squish and squash kind of animation design that you would see from a lot of other fights or battles out there. They were being too, I guess the way you could say this, they were playing it safe with this episode. And because of that, the episode doesn't leave much to be desired. It really was very stiff with certain sequences in the fight. I will admit, though, some of the strategies they did come up with were really super clean. Like, I love Diantha's gimmick in this whole fight. She was really killing it.
Strategies were good.
Like, they were
Lance was
legit-
a fucking
freaking-
idiot in this fight.
Dude, bro, I never thought I would see a reflect and the freaking light screen play like that. That was
You mean a
One time they
double?
do it right.
You mean a double shield setup? The shit that you use in actual competitive?
Yes. In the anime
And-
specifically, yes. They were actually acting like champions in this fight, which caught me by surprise. I was like, wow, okay, finally a good battle now. But like, I really did appreciate a lot of the things that I think made the battle work when it comes to just the movesets, the way the battles were feeling like the games. But I think what really holds it back is the animation. It does not live up to what was established in this episode, because let it be clear, if the animation was actually very well handled when it comes to like the fluidity and stuff, honestly this episode would have been really good. But sometimes you need to have animation be free and wild to allow these moments to really hype you up and get you excited, and this episode sadly does not live up to that for me personally. Let that be clear for me. But if I was to just brush the animation aside, what did I like the most about this episode? Bro, Diantha was a savage in this episode. She was toying with Lance in this episode, bro. I think that was my favorite thing about this whole thing. She was toying around with Lance throughout this match. She made it seem like she was gonna have a hard time, and then you see her pull off these silly ass stunts and it works, and you're like, you see her smirking in the background while Lance is like super serious. She's smug as fuck. I love that. That's my favorite thing about this episode.
This is like the only time someone legitimately used the move trick or fucking treat in a battle.
And it worked. It freaking worked. That's the coolest thing about it. Halloween worked. I love that. I love also Jesse's reaction to it too. That was so great. Yeah. Oh my god. And then when she got the chance to interview her and be like, you better finish that next fight with Pumpkin, or I swear to fucking God, you will die by my hands. Yeah, but in Japanese, Pumpkin. So yeah,
Pumpkin.
But for those, the English audience, this is Goregeist. Yeah, like I said, I think the battle in itself was fine, but that's my biggest criticism too. The episode was just
It
fine,
felt like a video game, and it looked like a video game.
but it sure as hell should
But the
not
problem
have
is that
been.
it looked like a video game.
Yeah, exactly. When you're
Yeah.
like, this is the anime where dodging is a mechanic. And
Hey! That was Diantha's big strategy right there. What the fuck?
yeah. Oh shit. Yeah. She did that one moment, and she's like, "Oh fuck! I'm in the game. I'm not in the games. What am I doing? Dodge!" Actually, she didn't even tell that. Like she did the thing she did in
Well,
the X and Y
she did the
series.
telepathic thing.
Yeah, the Bond phenomenon, as you
Which,
could say.
why they only use it once? I remember when she fought Ash, she used it like a bunch of times. Which, don't worry, I'll bring that up.
I think it's
Probably
because
only
she
with
knows
Guard
that.
Apart.
Yeah, I was just gonna say she's just toying with Lance. That's why. And then when she
Yeah.
realized, oh, I'm down to my last one. Okay, let me play serious now.
Yeah, this makes Lance look like a fucking joke. At least in the first fight he was in Journeys in episode 12, he was a way better strategist. Like a way better. Like he was instantly smarter in that fight than in this one. In this
Here
fight,
he was brute force, is what it was.
yeah, he's more or less just doing attacks randomly. Whereas in episode 12, he actually had a plan.
Yeah. Although I will admit though, plus 10 points for Dynamax Dragonite though. He was actually pretty cool.
Yes.
I like that. So yeah, overall, like I said, the episode was average. It left a lot to be desired, but for what I did get from it, the good things though that came from it, I really appreciated. I just wish the stuff that I nitpicked on in this episode, I just wish was handled better or more well polished. I know there's a lot, and I'm gonna probably think that TSS will save it for that discussion, but I can already assume 3 different things are gonna be talked about. And one of the most interesting things I'll just bring briefly is the animation directors. Most people don't notice, but there is a grand total of 8 animation directors.
The Masters
for
8
this-
directors.
Yeah,
Let's
the
go.
Masters 8 direct. But there's something else extra with this episode too. I think TSS will bring it up, so I'll save it for when he does for that one. But it's going to surprise you because I was shocked that they actually decided to do
Number
that.
8 will surprise you.
Yeah, no. But you'll find out. I think TSS will bring it up. If he does not, though, I'll bring it up. But yeah, so overall, if I had to give this a score, I will give it a barely passing 6.5 out of 10.
Okay.
Like I said, the good shit is good. There was nothing about this episode that made me hate it or like get so furious. It just left me more like wanting more from what we got from this episode.
Ooh,
And that
generous,
isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's just more
Yeah.
so I just wish I could have seen more. So, but that's just me now. So let me go and pass this on to Emmy because I know Emmy's the next as usual. So allow me to pass it to you, buddy.
She'll run.
Well, I mean, I couldn't watch this episode on Friday because I didn't have internet. So,
You have
I watched it on
internet
Saturday. I have internet now, yeah. So I watched it on Saturday.
Well, the hamster
And
that was running our router stopped.
Yeah. so I watched on Saturday and I still didn't like it. So my favorite part was Jessie. She was great. I loved seeing her fangirl. I was very much wondering what the stage was about because they titled it like "We Love Jessie, Best Fangirl," and I was like, "What does this mean?" So when I saw the episode, I was like, "Oh, that's what they mean." Jessie's great. I think Team Rocket's my favorite part of the Masters 8. Honestly, look, 100%. They're just doing Team Rocket things and they're carrying over this podcast
They're streaming
thing.
it. They're streaming.
Yeah, they're streaming it on twitch.tv/Team Rocket, I guess. But honestly, like I said, like I think they're my favorite part. I'm honestly probably just gonna repeat the same thing KG is saying as well in terms of the animation. It felt very lackluster. It felt very painfully average as to just to repeat what he said, because honestly, we've seen better. They can do better. For episode that had 8 animation directors, it really didn't feel like it, or it's like too many cooks in the kitchen. You know, sometimes you just need one, and that's pretty much it, or like one and a helper, you know. But I don't know, it felt very I honestly agree with like in terms of just how the battles have been handled so far. It just doesn't feel like there's any impact when any moves get hit very well. It feels like you're watching the games, like you're watching a battle within the games, and I feel like they're missing completely the point of what the anime is supposed to do, which is basically just flesh out these battles and make them seem more impactful and also just carry them out, you know, because I feel like they're missing the point of what Pokemon's supposed to be. I don't know. I knew the result going into the episode because, like I said, I watched it late, so of course I saw some things, which I'm like, all right, it is what it is. But I just wanted to see how it happened, and when I saw how it happened, I still didn't care. So I think now the whole thing with the Masters 8 is how many times will I not care after seeing these battles? I really want one. I really want one episode where I can care about it, but right now, honestly, it's just not good. I mean, it's better than last week. I mean, not last week, the last episode, right?
It's not a high bar.
It's not a high bar at all. It really isn't. It's really, really not. Honestly, I thought this competition was supposed to be the most hype thing we've seen in all of Pokemon, just because it's the Masters 8. The title of Master and 8, and you have a lot of
Somebody pointed this out on Twitter a while ago. They like, I hate the fact that the Masters 8 is on this dirt lame ass battlefield. Back when we had the other stadiums, they had like stadiums that changed different elements and shit. Like they would fight on a grassland, a mountain, a fucking like ice area and shit.
What happened?
Meanwhile, we got this regular ass dirt battlefield.
Like, actually, you know what, Tyrone? Like me and Nessa were talking about this as well. Like we're saying like how we feel like it's gone backwards in a way in terms of like you look at previous series in terms of like how they've like upgraded the battles in terms of like that, like just the changing battlefields, just the 3D camera, all of these things that they have, all these tools to make such an amazing battle. And then you look at like Journey's battles, especially for the Masters 8, which you think they would put the most effort into no matter who's battling. And you see the stock backgrounds again, like the little like swooshy things in the background. You just see like what like a move I think it was Hydreigon that like did like the attack where it's like 3
The
like
tri-attack?
Yeah, and that looks so underwhelming. I was just like, what?
You know what it is? It didn't feel like they got blasted out of their hands or a mouth. It just like, no, let me just move
like,
to the right. Yeah.
Yeah,
I know. We were saying like it kind of reminded us like back when we saw for Gen 1 from Kanto fights. That's like how much it scaled back.
And I'm like, why are they going backwards? Like that's the thing that I'm wondering the most. It's like it's like technology evolves, right? The future's out thanks to science, right? So you think you would use these things to make your series better I don't know. Like, I
wonder if there was problems because of we had a 2-week break and stuff. That might have something to do with some issues they had behind the scenes.
I don't know. Like at this point, that could be it. And if that's the case, then I mean, it is what it is.
Even as a tournament, it's literally just here's your 8 strongest trainers. Here's their bracket. They're gonna fight each other. It never felt like it never felt like say a lot of people say what you want about like Johto or whatever. Johto had fun with it where they put like Ash and 2 other trainers in like this like section, and then they would have to battle each other in like a rotation situation. And Ash got a tie in one and beat another, so he was allowed to move forward in his round. It's a weird rule, but it's different, and it's Johto's. Or when Richie and Ash had to fight each other, the only reason they knew they had to fight each other is because they had to pull numbers out of fucking fish and the Magikarps and shit. Weird as fuck, yes. Yeah. But it's their rule. Like it helped make it happen. And like where Hoenn had that like, okay, for this round we're doing double battles, but for this one we're gonna do single battles. Like they switched it up. It was fun to see like little rules go down and little like things that help like change up what's happening. Here you just get, okay, here's all the fucking best trainers in the world. All right, they're gonna fight. All right, now fight.
Yeah, it's so underwhelming. And like also to answer like people in the chat, like I know they're saying as well that like I guess the animation was like outsourced to China from China or something, or as well as that like all the non-Ash battles were supposed to be just like PNGs, and then they just decided last minute that it was going to be animated. If that was a decision from the get-go, why? I just want to know why in terms of that. Just because it's called the Masters 8. Don't you want to treat it like the best thing in the world because you guys have put it on such a high pedestal? So I feel like there shouldn't be excuses. Like I understand like that's what they're going off as in terms of like that was said in like interviews or whatever. But I just want to know what the mindset behind it was. And how do they actually view this tournament? Because I feel like the audience is viewing this tournament differently than the writers. And if the writers is not taking this seriously, then what's the actual point? Because I feel like this is a wasted opportunity then, because if we ever hear Masters 8 again, or we ever hear a competition that's this big again, I feel like no one's going to take it seriously because, well, this is how they handled, quote unquote, the biggest competition that Pokemon has ever had.
I poked fun at Sun and Moon for the Team Rocket and Lily being in the tournament thing, but at least they had the decency to show their fights. Like,
Exactly.
so they were at least like intriguing to watch because I got to see their fights in full force. And obviously, Sun and Moon is more character focused. So the fights themselves aren't important as to the placement of where they are in the tournament. The fight is important because it's showing their character development from the start of the series to the end. Lily knows she's probably going to lose this fight against Gladian, but she's going to do her fucking best. That's the point.
But it was also 1v1, so it's kind of easier to showcase enough.
True. That's
so.
true. That's true.
Oh, that's another thing I had an issue with the episode. Thank you as well. Is that the pacing of this battle I felt like was really strange because the first matchup lasted I think like about like 7 minutes long. Correct me if I'm wrong. It lasted quite a bit, and then the last two lasted like 3 minutes each or less than that. And I thought at the end with the Mega Gardevoir, at least, that was gonna last longer. That was gonna be half the episode.
Yeah, Gardevoir just sort of shows up, Moonblast, and bounces.
It bounces, exactly. And I was just like, what? Like this Pokemon took out like Ash Greninja, you know? It's just like, what? Like her ace, this is how long it's gonna be in battle? That's it? Like what?
She made a brief cameo along with those Johto characters.
Exactly. So it just, I don't know, man. Like the more this series keeps going in terms of the Masters 8, the more like I have my expectations already at a low. I'm like, how much lower can I go? I don't know anymore. I'm just exactly.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I'm already on the ground.
I'm hoping Polly gets my fucking modern pop reference.
Oh, what were you saying?
Nothing. I'll talk to you about it later.
I was gonna say
It was a rap song called "How Low Can You Go."
It
was a rap song called "How Low Can You Go." Polly, you listen to a lot of rap, so I figured.
Going low.
Not as much as well. Oh, yeah. I don't know.
But
I think Polly's about to go to sleep.
Yeah, no. But Emmy, are you gonna? Is that pretty much all? Or
yeah, I'm just.
All right. So what about a score?
I'll give it a 4 out of 10. Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's
damn,
like I thought like my internet coming back. At least the internet. I thought this episode was gonna be better, but then it just made it worse. I was like, you know what? Maybe the internet can just like not come back. Just kidding. But yeah, I'll say 4 or 5. Yeah. Okay.
Could I potentially go?
All right. Well, thank you so much for sharing your side there. Yeah, a fellow 4.
Yeah,
we got friends now for score rankings. Oh boy.
Polly, when you lose internet, you get shit done. So
that's true.
Yeah,
I'm sad that you had to say it so proudly like that.
Well,
she said it.
I'm currently looking at the number of My Hero chapters that I need to catch up on. So,
but how are you going to read that if the internet was out, though?
Yeah,
exactly. No, it's not. My internet's not out.
No, we're saying in the situation.
No. We were saying in the what if situation.
Oh yeah, I would get a lot done.
Well, yes, indeed. Anyway, buddy. So you know what? Since you are currently speaking, Polly, why don't we pass it on to you?
Polly gets to take care of a special section of that episode that we barely mentioned.
Yeah, and someone can sit down
the preview?
because I'm gonna go.
You already know. You already know what Polly's gonna talk about.
Right,
the one thing that she's the fan of.
Yeah, well, exactly.
Bye.
Have a good night, everyone.
Bye, Amy.
Yeah. Bye, buddy.
Polly, tell these motherfuckers how they didn't watch Rage of Thunder. Oh, Legend of Thunder.
Actually, hold on. Let me get Nessa real quick and bring her over there. But in the meantime, Polly, you can begin.
I mean, I kind of feel bad because the reason why I'm going to go next is because, number one, I feel like my opinion is the same as Kevin and Emmy's. And also because I got lazy and only watched the episode raw at 6 in the morning and not subbed. So I don't really know what happened as far as dialogue goes, but it was average for me. I mean, I liked it better than the Alon episode from a couple weeks ago. And, like, things seemed pretty peaceful in the community, but that's how you can kind of tell that there was nothing really to talk about, unless you're like a diehard fan of Lance, which I know that I did see a couple people who are huge fans of Lance being disappointed, and I totally get that because I like Lance a lot as well. And I just feel like this does make him look like a joke, Tyrone. Like, and not just now. It's just I just feel like the whole series has really hoed Lance. Like, he's supposed to be this like big epic champion in the first 2 games, or GSC as well, and like. And even in the manga, like he had a much bigger role, like to the point of kind of even being like an anti-hero. I will obviously won't spoil things for people who haven't read it, but like I don't know, I just somehow like usually I prefer the anime iterations of the characters better, like Dawn or Barry or Gary or even Jimmy. What like to their actually that's not true. I prefer Gold in the manga, but but in this case, it's like I actually prefer Lance in the other 2 mediums that I usually don't care too much about or don't usually give a lot of my attention to. So that's how you kind of know that, like, I don't know, they've just treated Lance like a joke and, like, kind of upsets me, but at the same time, I'm also glad to see Diantha win because I feel like she's very underrated. I feel like she kind of gets brushed under the rug because Cynthia is, known to be one of the most challenging champions. She's a very pretty character. It's like she's a badass, and like,
Yeah, it almost feels like Diantha. Even when I going into XY, a lot of people said that Diantha was like a copy of her.
And also, I guess the difficulty level, Diantha's known to be like quote unquote easier, which
X and Y, because X and Y is an easier game.
Yeah, I get. But it was really nice seeing her get to shine in this episode. I understand where the Lance fans are feeling kind of bummed because I'm just like, damn, like this guy has not gotten a chance. Like he was in the mid Kyogre and Groudon 2-parter, which people don't really remember too much, and then like the Lake of Rage arc I happen to like, but even that's not really mentioned as frequently as, say, like the Lugia arc in Johto is, So it's like, I don't know, I just feel bad for him, but the battle, I mean, I feel like I can't really comment too much on it because I remember the Moonblast thing, because I like the move Moonblast, so I thought that was cool, even though it was, done for such a short time. But like everything else, I don't know. I think I'm also just tired of seeing the same mons. There's so many Dragonites.
We're seeing a lot of fucking Dragonites. Yeah,
I'm tired of Dragonites. I'm tired of Charizards. Like, get me like a Grand Bull. Get me a Sableye. I just want something different. I'd say my favorite part, like Emmy said, is the Jessie part with the Gourgeist. And ironically enough, everyone's like, "Oh, Polly, you're not an XY stan," but I love Jessie's Pokemon in XY, and I like her role as well, doing performances or showcases.
He was actually competent in that series, like as a coordinator.
Yeah. I'm really glad. I was saying this the other day. I'm really glad that Team Rocket has is present here, but they're not being annoying and like interrupting the league with their villainy stuff. They're doing kind of like what they've done in previous leagues, which is like selling snacks, or they're in the stands selling merch and doing whatever. But this time they're kind of like taking like a goofy active role in broadcast or like in interviewing the champions. So yeah, I mean I like that part a lot, and obviously it was very, very nice and pleasantly surprising to see my beloveds, my Johto Chronicles people, and Richie and Sparky. I mean, I can't really say much about it. Like, it was exciting to see them. I like the representation, like the callbacks. Like, wow, they actually remember these characters. But can't really say much because they didn't really speak, and we saw the back of them. Like, I guess it's just they just wanted to do, like, the writers just wanted to do like a sweet. What I'm more excited for is them being the catalyst to what we might see next week. So I'll just leave it at that if we talk about it.
No KC from Johto or Duplica from Kanto. So honestly, I'm offended, but
yeah.
Duplica, I don't know why. Duplica weirdly just became my favorite, like, random ass reoccurring character. I don't know
I
why.
love them. I love all of them. Sakura, Duplica, what was the other one you mentioned?
Casey?
Casey, yeah. Casey should have been a rival in Jonah.
Yeah,
All
I
these
just
should have
randomly
been.
like her. So I can't explain it.
Oh
She's
yeah.
all she's based off is the mimic girl in the games, but I just like her for some reason. I can't even explain it.
Yeah.
Casey's the Electabuzz fan, right?
Yeah.
Yes, she is.
Yeah.
That still would have been Chronicles
Electabuzz will
representation.
knock him out of the park.
Yeah. But overall, I'd probably give it a 6. Like, I didn't hate the episode.
Damn, even with the Legend of Thunder cameo?
Yeah, I mean, I like
Damn.
them, but okay, if Attila and Han showed up, then maybe I would have bumped it up.
Hey!
Oh yeah, that's gonna be a high point then.
But like I said, Tyrone, like them being there was the catalyst to what might happen next week. We might see something. Anyway, I don't want to jinx myself, so
Yeah.
let's just end it there.
All right. What? And you said the score was what again?
6.
6. All right. Cool. Nice. Okay. Who next?
Kevin.
I think Nessa's next. Usually.
I am.
Yeah, Nessa, you want to go?
Evan pieced during my.
Sure, I guess.
I'm sure you guess. All right, go ahead.
Okay. So I watched this episode on Friday with I think from the watch party, but I kind of remembered that day. It was just like I just basically just like went in there last minute as they started watching, and I just left. And so I didn't participate after with the community when they were talking about the episode since I want to hang out with all the for everyone in the PokePod, so that's why. But anyways, for what I saw though, I didn't mind it that much though. I actually enjoyed it. I'll probably be one of the few who like I know like everyone's kind of I know like the biggest thing probably would not like was like the animation that everyone's stiff, which I definitely agree though. But I definitely appreciate some of some of the strategies that especially for Diantha's side, and then I guess we did see a little bit from Lance's side too for what he was trying to do with because it seems like it seems like because like Diantha used her light screen to reflect, like Lance couldn't do his full power force like he normally does, so that part kind of like screwed him over a little bit. But anyway, so definitely from that fight though, I know one of them we mentioned though, but I might say it again though. But I really loved when Diantha used Gold because the moment I saw Gold and then she uses Halloween on to change the type, it it reminded me of Cosmic of all the
No, yeah, when she uses the soap
yes, exactly.
combo.
Because I remember, that was the moment I thought of her when
It's a good
saw
combo.
that. It is a good combo. So I was just like, oh shit, I never thought they're gonna use that in the episode. So that would like what literally surprised me. So then I kind of did appreciate like some of these like a little like out of the box type of strategies. So that for me was like a huge plus. And then also I kind of was like and I also love it like reminded me personally too. So it's kind of like I got it with both ways. So I definitely was a huge nod, and it was fun. It's funny how like it was like this was only a few days ago. So what are the odds that's gonna ever happening? And then other parts too is like I love the reflect and light screen. It's like probably one of the few times where the anime got it right. Because for some reason, I don't know why. Sometimes they use like you know how they use the light screen and reflect. They kind of use it. They kind of treat it as like it's a protect too.
Yeah.
So it's like I kind of did appreciate that they got it right. So I was like, okay, we'll give you a plus on that one.
Hell, I think even in this series they treated it like that.
Yeah. So we'll give you a point for just at least that was. So I actually did like for Diantha's. Obviously, she was actually like seemed like more prepared versus compared to Lance, because I'm pretty sure he probably was like thinking like, oh, I'm gonna just overpower her and then that's it. But so I definitely appreciate that. So that was one of my favorite highlights. I love Jesse in this episode. Jesse was I want to say Jesse's probably was like everyone else just bored from this match from the reaction we got from everybody. So she was like obviously bored too. Until the moment when she said when she saw the go guys. I love that moment. She was just like go guys, and then I just love how her personality just lit up when she saw that. And I'm actually really glad that Team Rocket still continue doing their podcast role still going on into the championship. So I kind of love like that they're recording and then giving their feedback, which is so cool. And then of course their little rodent films like just like I'm so done. Get me the fuck out of here. At this point. So and also I love when they interviewed Diantha at the end. I love when Jesse interviewed Diantha, and then she was pissed off at Diantha, like, "How dare you not use Go Guys correctly?" It was just hilarious to me. I actually had like that with Team Rocket. I had a good time with them, so I was kind of glad that I'm kind of glad they're spicing up. And another plus for me is that okay, like I kind of feared like because after Alan lost, we thought like Alan was not gonna be partaking with the champions. So it seems like they're staying. So I guess even they lose, they're still sticking around. So I guess if people were like concerned like with the whole champions not interacting as much, like always at least we get a little bit more of that. So at least I was like, okay. So that's kind of like one thing because I remember like a lot of people were talking that it wasn't going to happen. And the cons of this episodes for me, well, I think most of you guys brought up was definitely the animation was stiff. Like I think Emmy already brought this up from her review. It was like because in the beginning I was kind of like I couldn't put my thumb to it, so I have to like rewatch the episode the second time, and then I started noticing a bit more. But I feel like yeah, I definitely agree with you guys. Like I felt like they definitely scaled back because it kind of reminded me of, like, if we were watching, like, if we were, like, from back in the first season, the cancel days, like, that's how, like, how battles were treated. Even well, mostly battles were treated as a joke, and then, like, the animation was, like, pretty stiff, so they didn't know how to use it, but I always I guess for me, for some reason, you would assume, like, from first season till now, like, they kind of finally got a grip of how they deal with battles, but I was surprised, like, they kinda scaled back on this one, so that was, like, probably I'm, like, a bit disappointed for sure. And regarding about and then also I think the other probably thing as well though is, like, I don't understand I kinda hate, like, I hate working more, like, those stock images and everything, and then the backgrounds though. So, like, I guess in my mind, if I wanna see, like, a real Masters 8, like, I think some other things you guys brought up too, I kinda wish, like, we got the different fields now that you guys brought it up. Like, so because I feel like, obviously just one standard battlefield, like, I feel like they're not tested enough, like, I was like, how can you be the best, like, if you can't, like, basically adapt to different
Just in a
terrain.
forest, yeah, or a
Yeah,
grassy
like a
field or
grassy
ice.
forest, it could be a freaking sand we could be in a freaking
Everybody
desert.
knows how to fight on dirt.
Yeah. It's like, why can't we get that? Like, why can't we get different, different, fields though? Because it was like they used to do that a lot in the league, so why we're not getting that in the Masters 8? I was like, everybody could like you said, everyone could fight in dirt. Like, what's the point there? Like, so that was like so it's just like more things, and I wish, like, they were tested on too, and I was like, why can't we get double battles? Like, can we get other formats too besides just a single format? It's like and then also it's like 3v3, so it's just like kinda to me, it's like so, like, at least in that aspect, I was kinda like, well, it's better than last week, so I give credit for that, but that's it for me in my end.
What's your rating?
My rating is 7 out of 10, actually.
7. Okay.
Mhm.
I guess that TSS you'll probably go last, right?
Yeah, he's mentioned he wanted to go last for that.
Okay, yeah, that's fine
Yes.
because I technically need TSS's help for one of the things I'm going to talk about, just
Sure,
because
I'm
he's.
I'm I'm here. I'm here. So
Yeah, I'm saying, and I
as a
think
patron.
you know where I'm going with that part.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'll talk about the battle first. I feel like it's weird. I remember back when we talked about the Volkner fight and how I loved the fact I liked Volkner's half of that episode. Ash's half is what ruins it because he wins unjustifiably. Volkner is following video game logic, but he's doing it really well. And it's animated really well. Like, he is kicking Ash's ass for all intents and purposes and using real video game strategies to do it. Switching out the Electivire for Moto Drive so that they can absorb the electric attack to make it faster. Rising voltage in combination with electric terrain. Having one of his Pokemon paralyze the other and then Rotom use Hex on him for double damage. He's, in all intents and purposes, kicking Ash's fucking ass with these combos. And he's doing a good job with it. This fight feels like what happens if someone wins with video game strategies. The problem is, though, it costs movement. And I've been hearing comments on Twitter and stuff when I talked about how stiff this was, that people were going, well, you don't expect the video games to be like that. Why should the anime be like that? It's almost like people are saying, well, make up your mind. Do you want it to be faithful to the games or the anime? That's the fun part about the anime, though, is that as time has progressed, the anime has been able to find happy medium rules that we all genuinely understand make sense. Let me ask you a question. For anybody in the chat. Let's say two Pokemon around the same strength both use a move. One uses Flamethrower, the other uses Fire Blast. The two attacks clash. Which one do you think is gonna win the clash?
Fire Blast.
Fire Blast, right? Because Fire Blast is stronger. So we're at an understanding, right?
Yep.
And the reason I asked that question is because we know that anime logic is going to be different than video game logic. There are no clashes in Pokemon the game. It's a turn-based game, so two attacks are never going to hit at the exact same time. But we still have a genuine idea of what would happen if two attacks were to clash. Genuinely, we know one of two things can happen if a fire attack hits a water attack. If the fire attack is strong enough, then the water attack will blow up and it'll make this steam. Ash has used this strategy millions of times. Or if the fire attack is weaker than the water attack, water will act much like water does and douse the fire and hit the opponent. I don't think we've come to a situation where that's unreasonable, right? So we do have an understanding. So that rule doesn't really apply where I have to choose which logic I need to follow. Here, I think it's unanimously agreed that the anime has found a way to implement certain moves to a way where they work, much like their game counterparts, but still have an anime twist to them. I would argue if it weren't for the anime, some moves would be boring as hell. Aqua Jet alone is just water-type quick attack, but combine it with spinning or Ice Beam to make Ice Aqua Jet, then you have a more interesting move, right? So that's never been the case. I'm legitimately impressed that, like Nessa said, Light Screen works the way it was actually supposed to. And they found a fun way to make it work. I think the problem is that the anime never really knew how to make Light Screen and Reflect work the way they want it to. Here, what they did was, the Reflect goes up, and if the move hits, the Reflect shield bounces back, so the Pokemon gets hit, but with a softened version of the physical attack. With Light Screen, Hyper Beam hits, but gets minimized because Light Screen protects against special attacks. This makes perfect sense. The problem here, again, is that it just wasn't animated well. And then I hear people go, oh, well, animation doesn't make everything. Well, in an anime, I think it kind of does, because it literally starts with the word anime, which is short for animation. So, sorry if I expect my anime to be, well, animated. But that's just me. Who the fuck cares, right? And then obviously, we gotta talk about the big thing. So there's a line in this episode, before the fight starts, that kind of weirds me out. And I made a tweet about it before, and I think a lot of people are gonna follow up on it. Where Hop talks about Diantha, and Go talks about Diantha, and Ash makes the comment, yeah, we battled one time. TSS, before I go on this tangent, Is that translated correctly? Does Ash say we battled one time?
Yes.
He does. Yeah, okay,
Yes,
good.
because it's specifically referencing the X and Y episode that they fought.
Well, the problem is they fought in more than one X and Y episode. They fought in 2. There's 2 fights.
Yeah,
And
but the one that people remember is the one where they're one-on-one, the one with Mega Gardevoir, and that
well,
the one in
they're
the
both
open
Mega
field.
Gardevoir.
Yeah, but the one in the open field. I think that's
Yeah.
probably the one that they're referencing.
Yeah, but the problem here is that it's the wording. If Ash had just said we battled before, I don't think people would be as like weirded
Actually,
out.
while we're doing that, while you're on that tangent, I'm going to double check the CCs. I'm going to double check the closed captions, and not a translation. I'm going to tell you exactly what they said. So
and
go on your tangent.
and I only came to you because I knew you would fact check it to the point where I can feel like it's about as accurate as it can be. Because when this got brought up, I was thinking maybe it was a translation error.
I think I remembered some of the Japanese fans were like.
And I'm about to get into that too. Thank you, Nessa. You beat me to it by a second. The Japanese fans talked about this too. And at that point, I still wanted to fact check, but I see here that multiple people got upset by this. So I didn't feel alone, first of all. I didn't feel alone. But the reason that we got into this, and people kept saying, oh, well, maybe you're just overreacting, man. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal in the episode.
Yeah, he says Ichido, so that's once.
Yeah, it doesn't make or break the events that happened in the fight, and Ash is referring to a past event. The problem is the wording. It's very specific. Ash says we battled one time. And while alone, that's not harmful. On its face, it does show that Ash is excluding one of the 2 fights. Either the fight Pikachu had with Gardevoir when Ash and Diantha first met, or the fight that Ash had with Ash Greninja, where they mastered the Ash Greninja form for that fight alone. That was when they first mastered it. It gave us basically the differentiation between Ash Greninja being covered in the water, which is the unmastered form, or the mastered form, where the shuriken's completely on Greninja's back. And like I said, on the surface, it doesn't mean much, but if you're a fan of XY, what this does, unfortunately, is leave a perplexing matter of questioning on what events take place and what events are counted, or did the writers of Journeys do their proper research before posting that episode? The problem here just becomes Journeys is a series that really loves to use the past as a reference point to draw in its fans. So you would think that it would fact check to make sure that it's accurate. And in that line, Ash says we battled one time, it unfortunately in the back of everyone's heads shows this problem where it feels like they skimmed over X and Y's notes and went, oh, yeah, Ash fought Diantha this one time, I think. When in reality, he fought Diantha twice. And they're official battles, too. They both even have those, like, you know that little thing X and Y does before trainers fight each other? The little versus capture? It has that. So they're both official fights. And it's perplexing. And the reason that it's perplexing is because it's having people question this. And while other people are saying it's not a big deal, I think what happened is when you say that, it almost undercuts one of the 2 episodes that had happened. Either you're undercutting the Greninja episode or the episode where Ash and Pikachu fight Diantha. Because that fight, while not as important as the Greninja fight, it does show that Ash has a long way to go before he's on champion level. It also shows how much he cares about his Pokemon, which we know about, but Diantha doesn't. Diantha's just thinking she's fighting some hotshot kid that wants to fight her until, Pikachu gets thrown back and Ash catches Pikachu. It's that moment that she realizes, oh, there's more to Ash than meets the eye and he's got potential. It helps the character interaction and development between those two when they meet later in the series. So it's weird that happens. It's just weird that one of these fights is excluded, whether it be by mention. And the fact that Ash says it. again, this whole thing literally could have been fixed if Ash had just said, we battled before. Then it's vague. Then we can just pick and choose which one he's talking about. But by saying one time, it forces us to try to figure out which one it is and then exclude one that exists. But as far as I'm concerned, when I made this complaint, again, people told me I was overreacting until we see that Japanese fans started talking about this as well. The argument being also is that people say kids won't notice. Okay, kids won't. Granted. But the show is still going off of the idea that it's longtime fans they want to appeal to. This is their demographic too. That's Journey's whole point. So to put it in a perplexing spot like this just definitely adds to like what I dubbed the death by 1,000 cuts. Between this and then the other issue that I'm about to bring up, which isn't, I'm not going to be as long about it. And it's about the handling of certain moves like Hyper Beam. Hyper Beam is treated very weirdly in all versions of the anime. But here, I think it was this is the one time I feel like Hyper Beam wasn't even consistent with the series that it currently is in. In episode 12, and by the same character no less. In episode 12, Lance tells Gyarados to use Hyper Beam, but Gyarados can still move its tail. He actually tells him to do it so that he can block Charizard's Steel Wing attack. So he like knocks the debris up in the air to block Charizard's next attack. It's a smart move. It makes Lance it shows that Lance dealt with Hyper Beam enough times to where he can be tactical about it. Here, Dragonite uses Hyper Beam and then immediately gets hit by Blizzard without countering it. And Lance's plan to defeat Blizzard is to just tough it out. And I'm like, dude, what? Is this because Dragonite can't move? You know you had Gyarados counter before, right? With his tail. I can even argue, if we're talking anime logic, you can definitely have Dragonite slam on the ground with its tail so it can fly up in the air and dodge the Blizzard attack. Or flap its wings and the wind from the wing flaps will reduce the amount of damage from the Blizzard. And that's just me spitballing it. Like, that wasn't even me trying to dig deep into a strategy. So it just feels weird that the show wanted to be very consistent with the games here, but not so much in the anime in the same series. Now, if it had been the case where it's like Diamond and Pearl or Best Wishes, where they followed the Hyper Beam and mobile thing to a T and the Pokemon just can't move, then that's fine. But they didn't even follow that rule there. In AG and all series before AG, Hyper Beam could be used whenever the fuck Pokemon wanted. They could spam the damn move if they wanted to. Here, it feels odd that they amazingly decided to follow the rules here, when in the same series, with the same character, they didn't follow the rule back then. Or at least they followed it to a degree where it's like, okay, the Pokemon has to recharge, but anatomy-wise, the Pokemon can still move its body. Which makes sense. I made an example where, like, Frogadier. Can you, like, say Frogadier uses Hydro Cannon, which is basically the water version of Hyper Beam, but he can still use his Frubbles, because his Frubbles aren't a move. The Frubbles are a part of its body. So he can still use his body. He just can't use another attack again. I assume attacks in Pokemon, because Pokemon doesn't fucking explain, they all use what's known as power points, or TSS, you know what the word.
Well,
I say it because TSS abbreviates and he does the no PP joke, but
yeah, PP, no PP.
Yeah, so PP, power points. I've assumed that Pokemon always use power points to attack, and if they run out, they can't use the damn attack anymore. Much to the same, Hyper Beam feels like one of those things that puts a cooldown on all PP, so they can't use moves at all for a turn, and then they can recharge. That's how I've always felt. But they can still utilize their bodies well enough, like what this person's bringing here with Gliscor using Giga Impact, but still flipping in the air and flying to dodge incoming attacks so it can stay safe. That's how I've always felt these work, because Pokemon doesn't explain it. But, again, you see these little things that I'm starting to get into, which are bringing up problems, but I'm not bringing up the problems to just bring up the problems. I'm bringing them up because they're definitely they're going to raise questions for a lot of people who are new fans and old fans. And that's why I talk about them, is because someone's going to bring them up. And I was one of the ones that watched the episode and thought about these things. KG, I think Polly left. You could put me in the couch.
Okay.
Okay. But yeah, and I'll sit on the couch to end my review. I'm gonna give it about I'll give it a 5.5. It's all right. I didn't bring up the cameo thing because Polly did, and to me, it didn't feel that important. It just sort of existed. So that's my take. It's an all right episode. It exists. I like the strategy behind it. I just wish the battle kind of reflected that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
I guess with that being said, shall we save it for the end now with our buddy here?
Yes, go ahead. Yeah.
Go ahead, buddy.
All right. So first of all, I want to mention that this is miles better than the freaking the Lance versus Alon fight.
Yeah.
Leon, you mean?
Leon and Alon fight here. First of all, I just want to say that the build up with the cold open was really good. And then we got into the fight itself. I did like the fact that light screen and reflect were staggered, and you actually saw one disappearing before another. I did like the fact that there wasn't like bullshit moments in this fight, like freaking what was it? God, freaking forgetting Pokemon names now. God, see, it's midnight. See, I don't remember. I don't remember half
real
the
fast.
shit.
Thanks, TSS. You brought up one thing that I had to bring up real fast, and I'll give it back to you. I'm sorry.
Yes, sorry, go ahead.
So the animation thing also feels especially weird when the biggest tactic in the entire fight is a tactic that everybody uses as like a normal move. When Diantha says checkmate, she's essentially telling Gardevoir to dodge, and I'm like, dodging's been a thing since like Johto. Why is it now that it's a big deal?
I'll actually explain that, and it actually goes into and then actually go into other things. So getting back on track, this didn't have any bullshit things like the Malamar shit from the last episode. That was complete bullshit. Like one shot with a non-super effective move.
Yeah.
So while the animation did look stiff, it wasn't bad at all. I thought it was actually pretty good. Some of the moves like Trick or Treat looked really fucking good. Shadow Sneak, great shit too. So here's the deal. So the cameo thing, I was wondering, like, wait a minute. We have Marina, you have Kenta, and you have Junichi. Okay, that's nice. They showed it. I didn't even notice Richie. I bypassed that the first time, and
Right.
Marina's blue hair freaking made me stop. It's like what the fuck happened? But I get what they're doing. They're referencing because of the reasons that they're going around. Okay, so before I get more into the fight, I want to make something clear here because the anime for the last 20 years has had a tendency of introducing a concept or a story idea in one series, and then they enhance it in the next series. So let's start at the beginning. And on the original series, episode 263, Nanako and Elekid, that was the first full episode where they transitioned to digital paint. And at the very beginning, it looked very rough, but by Advanced Generation, it was fine. Okay, Advanced Generation, especially towards the latter half of it, they introduced CG moves to the game in the contests, and then they keyed off of that to add it to the moves for Diamond and Pearl. They improved on that. Diamond and Pearl introduced the concept of 24 and 30 FPS variable frame rate. And then later on, past in like DP 121 or 122, you had high definition. Once again, those were perfected by the time Best Wishes came along. Best Wishes introduced the concept of having unique camera movements along with the CG during attack moves, which in turn in X and Y switch you had that gave way to the 3D camera and the improvements of the moves using CG. XY introduced the concept of the family relationship, kind of like a tight-knit family with Satoshi, Serena,
Clement
Citron,
and Johnny.
Clement, well, I'm going to say Japanese names because that's
Citron and Eureka.
Citron and Eureka, yeah. And that in and of itself was the stepping stone to Sun and Moon's family, Alola family. And then I'm just giving one pure example from each, and then it transfers that. Sun and Moon introduced better sound mixing throughout the series, but it then transferred into 2019, where we have sound mixing perfection. So then this leads me to this. They have started to use game logic. I'm hoping this is going to be exclusively for like major fights. And I imagine they did this as a change of strategy that we're going to see in the next series. We're going to see it much improved upon. That's why we're starting to see less of the more anime style fights versus more game type fights. So I think that in the same logic, it's once again the anime evolving and trying something different, and then they're going to have it perfected by the next series. Now, once again, we don't know what the hell the next series is going to be, but knowing the lineage from that day, which was going to be August 13th, 2002, I'm willing to bet that they're going to use more. Now, I'm hoping that this is only for major fights, because in my opinion, I think everybody in here will agree that what makes the anime great to watch is the randomness of the moves and the playful matter. I mean, come on. I mean, who doesn't want to see like Pochama getting hit by a fucking Draco meteor randomly or some shit, or seeing like the incredible moves that we saw in XY, like the giant water shuriken that doesn't fucking exist. That's pretty cool. But I think though they're doing it because they're trying to test it out, because I think Gen 9 is probably going to be like the stepping stone where we're going to transition to game logic in terms of the fights. Is that a good or a bad thing? Well, then again, though, I think everybody is entitled to their opinion. Some people like it, some people don't. I think all these changes that I just mentioned in the last few minutes, people are mixed bag about it, or they either like it or they don't like it. I personally think that it's cool that we finally get to see more of the game logic, because it actually makes sense on a lateral level. Although, like I said, people are missing the kind of the old style anime stuff. Also to key off the point of changing battlefields, for something like this, the three gimmicks that we have, the Z moves, the Mega Evolution, and the Dynamaxing, are already gimmicks in of itself. We don't need any more gimmicks on top.
Yeah, I would
everything.
say that, but then in XY, in the Kalos League, they're allowed to Mega Evolve.
Yeah,
and
but
they're
that's
changing the battlefields too.
But that's what happened when it was one. There's three.
I don't know. That still feels weird.
I know, but that's just the way I see things.
Yeah.
So again, like I said, that's why I have a different take on it, because I've seen this series pretty much go to the shitter in the last 12 years. So on that note, I found the battle adequate. I really liked the pacing, because they actually were able to put on a decent fight, have the post interview segment with Diantha afterwards, an Iris and Satoshi interaction, and the start of the Iris and Cynthia fight, all in the contained episode.
Does anybody find it weird also that Iris didn't say or admire Lance at all, despite the Dragon Master status?
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Continue.
Yeah, I find it a bit odd, but at least the good thing is Alon didn't fucking leave. I know some people probably thought, oh, he's just gonna go the fuck home. He's lost. But
but now he's just sitting there and the spectators saying dumb shit like Mega Evolution lasts longer.
yeah, but again, that's
Champions
just
love
for but again, that's just for audience. But then again, no, this is for like audience verification, the young people. They do that. They have done that. They have done that since OS.
Right.
So I mean, they always explain. I mean, Takashi was the one to explain all the fucking shit in the background while Pikachu was like, I don't know, fucking off with Togepi or something.
Yeah, and they had this weird situation. Actually, they did it in this episode. They had this weird situation.
Yeah.
They never really have Ash explain anything in battles for some reason. I don't know why. It's like, why are you not in the stands? So Go had to be like, what just happened? And Hop had to explain it. I'm like,
Ash,
you're smarter than Hop. What? Just say what the fuck happened.
Gotta pay the voice actor.
They never let Ash explain shit in fights. I've never once seen Ash go, this attack does this or this ability does this. He never does it. And I thought it would have been kind of interesting if they had him do it. They don't have him do it.
So another thing, and thank you, Azura Samurai, for bringing it up as well. They called back to like episode 12 of the OS with the Dynamax Dragonite because he made some of the same poses as the giant Dragonite, which was pretty 13. Cool. 13, sorry. Just episode 13. Yeah, Masaki's Lighthouse.
Mm. Yeah, so I forgot to bring it up. So
so that was that. So okay. So before I give the score, I'm going to give the I'm going to also mention the Japanese exclusive stuff because I'm the only one that does this. So one person in our PM Discord actually mentioned this, and I went back. Miyazaki does not get any credit in this episode at all, and the ending credits. Even though the XY music was in there when we had the Gardevoir and Mega Gardevoir scene. That is the first time that we have uncredited Miyazaki in the series.
Which is so bizarre.
That is
yes,
weird.
It is. It definitely is. Also, it looks like we have like more Chinese studios doing these animations, and to be
wasn't
fair,
this all fully
outsourced?
Yeah, outsourced.
Actually, yeah, and to be fair, actually, there wasn't really. It didn't really look that bad. It actually looked okay.
No, that was my thing I mentioned. Like they were all on model. A little too on model.
Yeah, well, it's not like freaking Sun and Moon where you have freaking Satoshi looking fucking a stick figure and shit. So at least they know how to do that. So and then after that, we are going to be getting the results of the 25th anniversary movie contest because as we mentioned a few weeks ago, on the official movie website, they're going to be running 3 of the movies in theaters during the month of August and into early September. We are going to get that according to the ending sponsor plug that is going to be revealed next week. And also, 50 people this week has a chance to win 4 anime exclusive or anime artworked Meza Star discs. And they got to call a number and they get to hear a recorded announcement. With that being said, really good fight. I'll give this a 9.1.
Dang.
Alrighty then. So, well, with that being said, I think for the most part, everyone gave their reviews. Chornik, I'm not sure for you, buddy, if you've really seen the episode at all.
I saw it.
Oh,
I saw it.
Well, what do you have to say about it then, buddy?
Well, a few things on to what you guys said. I mean, considering like the animation and how this is supposed to be like the Masters 8 and the strongest trainers in the world, you would think it would be better than everything else that we've seen so far. But really, like, the only like top tier animation that we've seen from like the past 2 battles was like that split moment with Alon's Charizard kicking away some rocks, and then like when Lance was like screaming out Dragonite when he was getting taken out. Like those were like the only 2 moments that I felt like so far that like was good animation from these battles. Everything else felt like pretty simple and plain, like what we normally see.
When Ash fought that random trainer that had a Meganium, and that fight looked smoother than any fight in this tournament.
Yeah, it just...
That was weird.
it's weird that this is how they're treating like the champion battles and all that, and so like that's why this just feels stale. Because you expect to see more, especially since they're not even moving left and right across the battlefield. They're just standing there. Like, why doesn't Diantha like dodge with the fact that she has those two things up? Like, why does she not dodge as well? Like, if Lance is all about brute force, like, shouldn't she know that and like also dodge? Like, because she still got overpowered despite having setups too, like twice. Pretty much 1 to 2 hit KOs on her well, 2, I think, 2 hits to take out the Punkaboo. But like why doesn't she dodge? Like, why don't they move left to right? Like, why do they just stand there? Why does Dragon Knight just take it? I mean, like, yeah, going back to what like Tyrone and TS what we're talking about with like the fact that why isn't he not using the hyper beam tactic where he like blocks it somehow? And like I feel like they were just trying to make Diantha be like the more strategic one, whereas like Lance was just all about brute force, so he wasn't the one that comes up with strategies really. I mean, he kind of had the one near the end where he was just kind of wait it out and then use hyper beam, but that was again just kind of catering to the brute force part.
I'm sorry, just want to add one more thing because Tyrone asked me about this thing and I forgot to say it. The whole thing with Checkmate is because she knew that Hyper Beam was coming out, and she knew that there was going to be a cooldown turn, and that's why she used Moon Force.
I know that. I mean, I know that part at least. I just find it weird. To me, I find it weird that the biggest strategy in this whole fight to her, or at least the winning game one, was having Gardevoir move out the way. If anyone's, I brought this example up in TSS's stream actually, but if anybody's familiar with Star Wars, this was the equivalent of Han Solo saying, "Don't worry, I'm about to do some tactical maneuvers." And then when you cut to the scene of him getting the Millennium Falcon, his ship, getting shot at, what he does is move slightly to the right. That's his tactical maneuver, yo. Like, what? I mean, yes, and obviously that was a movie that was made so far in the past that, like, what we're getting is visually impressive, I guess. But looking at it on its face, it just seems silly. It's saying, I'm gonna do some tactical maneuvers. Move. Like, you see how underwhelming it looks when you look at it for more than a second. Oh, don't worry. I found a secret technique in order to defend myself against your ultimate attack. Move slightly to the left.
because I would say she knew she was going to win once that happened.
Well, yeah, anybody knew she was going to win when that's going to happen because when you move, you win. It was just like a just move.
But that was a strategy. Also, Hyper Beam doesn't have 100% accuracy. So.
Well, right, but Diantha's strategy was press A to jump. Like that's essentially what it was. Like press A at the right time to jump.
Yeah, but she was more focusing on the moon.
Oh, in universe, we know what they're trying to do. But if you look at it through the lens of a reality, that's what happened. I moved. I moved out of the way of it. I moved. That's my strategy. Move.
Move, bitch.
Get out the way.
Exactly. But narratively, it did look. I mean, you gotta look good. I mean, it looked good narratively. Probably not just visually, but at least
right.
But
and that's only because nobody dodged in that whole fight until that moment. Tronic, take it.
Oh yeah. So yeah, it just felt like for a champion battle, I agree. It just felt stale because like no one was dodging. Like only at the very end where he was going to use Hyper Beam did she actually that's how she won, was just dodge it and then use Moonblast. Like where was all those earlier in the fight? And Lance, obviously, I was really mad that he didn't have a strategy for if his Hyper Beam failed. Like when we already saw that during the whole fight with Leon, and even like with the fight with Leon, his Gyarados took so many hits. And that's the same Charizard that one-shotted Alon's Charizard, but yet, like, it took so many hits to take Gyarados out, but then Gyarados gets knocked out by not the ace of Diantha. And so it just seems like the power balance is just so messed up in this tournament, like, or in the series in general. It just doesn't make very much sense to me. But that, for, like, the battle, yeah, like, I just kind of say average. It was nice seeing like the cameos, and like it kind of brings up the fact that we could really see anyone in the future now. Like they could just be watching the TV. It could be random characters that we've seen in the past, which is kind of cool to look forward to. But overall, I mean, plus the Iris and Cynthia battle looks like it's going to be better animated. But besides that, overall, I could maybe give it a max of like 7 out of 10, just because I mean it was okay. But
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Awesome.
Neat. So, with that being said, ladies and gents, shall we go and call it a wrap for tonight?
Did you guys do a poll?
No.
I think we did do a poll, didn't we? I saw one on
Oh,
there.
I
I did
didn't make
too.
that poll, but let me take a look at
Somebody
something.
did.
I like how KG does not want any part of it. I didn't make that poll.
So,
Yeah, it doesn't
the
wanna take
question was the episode mid based on the pod reaction? Let us end the submission right now. 64% of y'all said yes, the episode was mid based on the reaction. 36 of y'all said no, the episode was not mid based on the pod reaction. So we need to decide on which what I can't even.
Well,
click.
the answer is obviously no.
Here's the issue though.
What's mid?
I can't edit it. I can't edit it.
And the person probably went home by now. So
They probably left then.
it's a tie, and nobody wins. Just like the Elton John song from the Fox album.
Nobody won. So who lost? Oh wait, hold on. The update got here. It says 84% of y'all said it was mid, and then no, 16% of y'all said no. What the hell? Hold on. Let's choose the outcome. So that means it was no, right?
No.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So here we go. Complete prediction. Yes. No, it wasn't. All right. Congratulations to no. That's all
Yay,
I
got some points. Yeah, it was just us two.
Yeah. So
I put no because I kind of already knew already when I was like based off. I'm like, okay.
you got to remember that 70% of y'all here are not really the biggest Journey fans, so it was understandably so one-sided. But it's all good though in the neighborhood. So what do you guys say we go and wrap things up then for tonight, ladies and gents? We hope you guys enjoyed our long extended session of Le PokePod World Podcast. Honestly, these longer sessions have been so much more fun than I thought they would have been. I'm grateful for everybody for taking your time out of your day to come through tonight to join us to ramble on about random shenanigans. I can't wait to listen back and just see the shit we went through. I want to see how the Lucario model was like throughout the whole stream as well.
It was actually pretty fluid.
Ah, nice. Well, I gotta have to play around with that a little bit more about
like
that.
I said, I gotta hit up Sergi or someone to try to make either a shell 3D shell texture for my body, or I gotta start making 3D shit.
Nice.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna because I could probably learn how to do that, but I need that you know how the texture mapping works where you just have it flat. I want to see if we could do that, but of course I need somebody to draw that, which I can't draw for shit. I can't even draw a box straight.
Hold up a second. What the hell?
What the hell?
What the hell? No, let me show this off real quick before we go wrap things up for tonight, because this is actually hilarious. No.
Guys, I thought I was hearing things because I heard like the emergency when something usually like a tornado or something comes
Like
around.
the beep, beep, beep.
Yeah, I was like beep. I heard something. I was like, am I dreaming?
Oh, maybe Amber Alert. Yeah, I'm running.
It's Amber. I got an Amber Alert.
Yeah, let's go.
A tornado just stole a child.
More 11.
More than 11.
Exactly. So let me go and share this image real quick. I just got on the Discord server. So this is something TSS brought up last week about like having those camera crew in the background. So Cosmic and Joker are the ones holding on to the devices. You see Cosmic working the camera and our buddy Joker holding on to the mic stand and everything there. Well, there's the Denny over there to the very left, rooting for you, Tyrone, like once again. Yes. And over to the right is
international. Wait, what the fuck's on the screen?
You want to know?
Yes.
It is International Superstar, obviously.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Oh no, God.
Yeah, that's as far as that goes, man. I don't remember. I think that's probably based off a Disney cartoon or live action
I'm
show.
sure it is. They've been on a
Next
Disney
week I'm gonna get a
recently.
different cake.
Oh, it's Liz Gills from the Victorious team.
I got it. Okay.
There you go, buddy.
Oh, I love her.
Now, but yeah, so thank you, Cosmic, and thank you, Joker, and thank you to everybody else as well for joining us tonight. We hope you guys had a wonderful time, and
Thanks to JPR, thanks to Chornik, thanks
and
to
to Dean as well. We had a whole ass squad tonight.
I can't believe
Oh,
we got to hang out with the
true.
original gang.
Yeah, it was nostalgic. It was very nostalgic. I'll tell you that right now. It's very nostalgic. Even our buddy here currently in the call as well, Jarnik too, has been hanging out with us throughout this whole time too.
See the
It's
C
just-
train.
just-
This the C train.
The C train.
Yeah.
So yeah.
C train to Euclid. Let's go. Okay.
Yeah, so all fun all around. Thank you all so much for tuning into tonight's stream. It was a lot of pure fun all around.
Actually, you can get rid of the things now. You don't need
Yeah, don't worry, I did already. Oh, which things anyway?
the lines. You
Oh
don't
yeah,
need the lines.
the-
Yeah, you don't need the. Yeah, we only need the lines for the anime
reviews.
section.
There we go. That's the great shit we like to see. Joker just consistently updating this image and just, oh god. There's some kind of inception going on right now. Jeez, I'm glad you and Cosmic are having a lot of fun with that. Very, very happy about that. Until then, though, everybody go purchase Fat Fuck, available on Amazon for $19.99. Yeah, Fat Fuck.
Yes.
Yeah, there you go. So let's go and tell everybody what we're going to be doing throughout the week of the week. So, big things happening all around for everybody. Tyrone, would you like to let everybody know what we're doing tomorrow?
Why the fuck do you think I know?
Because you were the one that decided it.
I did. What the fuck?
Yes.
Yeah, you're the one that told us to do it this week.
What did I say?
It's a 2-player game, and it involves the colors blue and
Oh,
orange.
Oh shit, we're playing Portal. We're playing Portal. God damn it.
No, we're not playing Portal. We're playing Portal 2. 2.
Yeah, we're playing Portal 2. That's right.
I never
that's right.
played Portal 2, so I don't know what the hell I'm about to get
Ah,
into.
this is gonna be great.
Oh, Jesus.
Fuck yeah, this is gonna be fun.
Oh no, I'm scared. Wait, should I play that game with a mouse and keyboard, or is that meant to be played with a controller?
Mouse
you can do either
keyboard.
one.
Mouse keyboard is cool.
Yeah, I use a controller.
Okay, well, whatever way works.
I use a controller only because my brain has hardwired the portal gun physics to be the bumpers. So
Oh, that's
the
gonna be.
bumper buttons.
I know Emmy says she wants to join us for that one, so that's gonna be a lot of
But
fun.
you can use a mouse
Yeah.
and keyboard. There's no
Yeah.
harm.
Yeah,
I know. Obviously, I know I have the controller with me. I'm just curious about which
Yeah.
one's the preferred option for that game.
Well, yeah, because remember it's a PC game.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I gotta buy that on the Steam page right now. See how much that game is. Actually,
You could buy it probably for like $4 or something.
Hell yeah.
I mean, Portal 2 came out like fucking 11 years ago.
oh my god, yes, please. Somebody in the chat said, the next game night, please play Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes. Do you guys know about that game?
Yes, Mousy,
God, that
Mousy
one.
and Connor.
We
That's
need to
fucking-
try that. We definitely. Oh my god, please, somebody put that in the books to remember.
Yes, it's $10. Portal 2 is $10, but Portals 1 and 2
Oh
is
shit,
$15.
it's beeping again.
Yeah, but you could probably go on like Kingwin and buy it for like less money.
Oh my
Fine.
god, it's beeping again.
Yeah. Nice.
Oh lord, I'm like, I was like, it's funny how it's going off.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to spend 10 buckaroonies tomorrow.
Well, okay, so you didn't buy the game yet.
No, I have to buy it.
Yeah, so buy it on PC.
Yeah, that's what we're doing because Tyrone has
I'm
it on PC.
I'm gonna buy it on Kingwin as well.
Yeah.
On what win?
It's like a site where you can buy keys and stuff.
Oh, okay. If you can buy me one, I'll just
I'll-
PayPal you the money later.
Yeah.
Neat. Okay, so
Him or me?
No, Tyrone.
Tyrone,
I'll
since-
give you the link. I'll give you the link to it after the pod.
Oh, sweet. Okay, so yeah, everybody, thanks again for that. So Tuesday, Portal 2 with Tyrone. So make sure to tune into our respective channels for that. I will
Also-
jot down the do not explode thing because that'll be fun.
Okay. Yeah, all right. Continue the spiel for the week, and then I got other things to say.
Okay, sure. Wednesday, what do we got? Community game night. So let's take a look at the polls here. In community game nights, we have a couple of things going on. This week is going to be on the video games of the Nintendo Switch. And so we have a grand total of 15 votes going towards Pokemon Sword and Shield Dynamax Adventure, 7 votes going to Switch Sports, and for 21 total votes, we are going to be playing Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. So that is going to be Wednesday's choice. So I hope to see you guys then and there for that. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Thursday is going to be the tripod. I'll keep it like that for now because I do not know the deets as of right now currently for what we're going to be doing that week. And Friday, of course, is Reaction Night. Reaction Night being our usual Annie-Poke related episode of the week. So make sure to tune in for that. It is going to be a fun time all around since Iris's episode is coming. And we are looking forward to the chaos that's going to come from that episode. So that's going to be it for me. Saturday, I had plans, but who knows? Who knows? So, Tyrone, what about you? What do you got for the week?
He's too tired to say them.
Well, I mean, it's personal, buddy.
But for me, a personal on an online thing. Hold up. Anyway,
man, my mafia life and my stream life are two different things, buddy.
You come to me on the day of my stream. But
I give you a free sub.
Right, I give you a free sub. So let's see. We've got Tuesday, like KG said, we're doing Portal. Wednesday, Near Automata. Thursday is the tripod. Friday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, I may wind up doing some morning stuff just based on how my schedule is, but don't quote me on that. So I might be doing some marathons today. So as you all know, on Final Fantasy X, I've been strainingly trying my hardest to get the fucking 0 out of to get the 0 seconds and 0 minutes so I can get Titus's Sun Sigil. And I was so close, I got 0.3 seconds. So that means I was just dangerously close. I just needed to do it in 35 seconds with 13 balloons and 1 fucking bird hit. And I would have got it. But I was shy a couple of seconds by like 3. Well, 0.3. So I might marathon that during the day. So you guys might wind up seeing me do like an early morning, keep playing until I get the fucking Sun Sigil thing. Because I've been trying to get that Sun Sigil for so long. Mm-hmm. So that's what I may do on either Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. For the other days, as you all know, because I'm in the top 8 of the Silver Wing tournament, I'm training for that. So for most of those days, expect a stream of me doing Pokemon training, whether it be Dynamax dungeons, battle tower so I can get battle points, just little shit in order to make sure my team is like up to snuff for the tournament. And then on Saturday, we should be doing a roundtable with Polly. Polly couldn't do it for personal reasons. So we should be doing one on Saturday. And if not, I'll just go ahead and do another training stream. Maybe with Cosmic again, because Cosmic and I had a really fun stream that day when we did the training stream. So that was fun too. And then Sunday is Final Fantasy X. If I get the Sun Sigil before the Sunday stream, then I'll wind up doing the rest of the plot. Like, I'll just get back to the story. So that long fucking break of me trying to get that Sun Sigil will be over.
You're still working on that? I joined your stream yesterday. I think.
So, yeah, I saw. You showed up at the time I thought I got it. But the problem was I needed to do it in 35 seconds with 13 balloons and one bird. I got the 13 balloons and 1 bird. I didn't get there in 35 seconds. I got there in 35.3 seconds. So it fucked up my time.
That's
So for reference, I was off by 0.3 nanoseconds.
300ths of a 3/10ths of a second.
Thank you, TSS. Yes, I was off by 0.3 of a second from getting the Sun Sigil. Yeah, my life, everybody. So yeah, that'll be the plan. The plan will be to try to get that. If I don't, then I'm just gonna continue the fucking story at this point because I think I've kept people going long enough.
Right.
But yeah, that's my plan for the entire week.
All right. So for me, all right. So here comes the interesting situation. So Terrell's out sick. So if he's not streaming tomorrow, I will stream tomorrow. And if he's not streaming Wednesday, I'll stream on Wednesday. Now I haven't decided what game. It may, I don't know. Maybe I might want to try Clinoa. I don't know, or FF8. I don't know, but the expected bonus stream for me sometime maybe.
I would say
Tuesday or
Clinoa
Wednesday.
get in on that audience, that current audience.
Yeah. So if Terrell doesn't do a stream either tomorrow or Wednesday, I'm going to do Clinoa.
All right.
At his normal time, which is going to be 8. So stay tuned for that. That's only if he's sick, because usually Wednesday he's doing Final Fantasy 6. And if he's not doing Final Fantasy 6, then we'll see what happens. If he does, then I'll be on his stream. But if not, then I might do Clinoa. For 2 hours. I'm not going to do like crazy time here. And then we're going to do the standard 3-hour streams for Friday, which is going to be Tales of Vesperia Definitive Edition, 9 p.m. Eastern. And Saturday, Maternal Bound Redux, the Earthbound mod, 4 p.m. Eastern. And if, God forbid, we'll help, Terrell gets it soon, but hopefully by Saturday he'll be better. And then expect Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition from him at 10 p.m. Eastern. On Saturday. Yep. All right. Cue the outro.
Alrighty then. Everybody, thanks again for tuning in for tonight. We hope you guys enjoyed. Time to call it a wrap. Time to go night-night. And time to go and snooze the day away, because we got a busy week ahead for all of us. So thanks again for tuning in. We love every single one of you all. And we'll speak again next time in whatever video we make. Take care. TSS, would you like to let them know the magic words?
Wash your fucking hands.
And have yourselves an awesome day, everybody. Take care. And thanks again to all the wonderful beeps we had here for tonight. And thanks to everybody for also supporting Lucario, too, for his random ass appearance every now and then. Will we ever bring Lucario back? I don't know, but it was fun while it lasted, so we'll see.
Okay.
All right. Bye, everybody. Have yourselves a wonderful night now. Bye-bye.
Drink the water.
Close the door.
Shut.